Finale. Often exciting, loud, or emotional, and it brings the whole event to a strong and a clear end. Today, the season finale of 2026 as the Yakima Valley Pippins take to the field one final time against the playoff-bound Portland Pickles. Good evening, everybody. My name's Harmon Johnsen, your voice of the Yakima Valley Pippins one final time here in 2026. Yakima Valley coming into this game 21-32, looking for win number 22 on the season to wrap it up. Portland, playoff bound, the number 4 seed, 28-25, coming into this contest here at Walker Stadium. The smoke still around, the temperature still elevated, and the season about to be wrapped up. Pippins enter this game on a 5-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Portland on a 4-game winning streak, trying to ride some momentum into a playoff berth against the Richfield Raptors. The South is set. The number 1 seed is Richfield. They won the first half of the season. The number 2 seed is Corvallis. They have locked up the second half. Walla Walla, who was the best team in the second half for most of the time, is the 3 seed. And then Portland here, the 4 seed. And so Friday night's South Division matchups will feature the Portland Pickles hosting the Richfield Raptors and the Walla Walla Sweets hosting the Corvallis Knights. And then from there, the places will flip. And so Walla Walla will head down to Corvallis. Meanwhile, Portland will head up to Richfield. All of those games and times about to be decided by the end of the night tonight. I believe game 1 here in Portland will be a 7:15 first pitch. The North still yet to be completely decided. Wenatchee's the 1, Bellingham's the 2, but there are 3 teams vying for 2 spots. Nanaimo and Kelowna tied at 29 and 24, and Edmonton sitting 1 game back at 28 and 25. It's pretty simple. Nanaimo and Kelowna both win, they are in. Edmonton needs to win, and they need either Nanaimo or Kelowna to lose. If Edmonton wins and Nanaimo and Kelowna both lose, Edmonton would still be in, Kelowna would be out based on tie-breaking scenarios. So, the North still has a lot to be decided tonight, and we'll be scoreboard watching throughout the rest of our game here at Walker Stadium. Victoria, Kamloops, Port Angeles, Springfield, Yakima Valley, Marion, and Bend all getting ready for the offseason. There are 5 teams in the north, 4 in the south getting ready for postseason play, which starts on Friday. Yakima Valley trying to end the summer on a high note. They'll send out Nathaniel Carano as the starting pitcher, making his first start of the summer. There was some talk that Nate would be a starter down the stretch. He has been used out of the bullpen the entire summer, but he's making a start tonight. Pippins putting their best foot forward, trying to get a win over the Portland Pickles, who will counter with Stephen Ferguson. Ferguson, no starts either. He's got a similar ERA to Carano, albeit quite a few less innings. Carano 37 2/3, Ferguson 9 2/3. We'll probably see quite a few different pitchers in this game for both sides, depending on how Carano's start goes. Portland only has 2 guys on the bench. Yakima Valley only has 2 guys on the bench. So all the regulars are still going to be in the lineup tonight. It's just a matter of who's going to be on the mound for these 2 teams. The plate meeting taking place between Jim Hopple, Kyle Crustangel, and our 2 umpires, Henry DeJesus and Kyle Sisk. So let's get into the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the home team, the Portland Pickles, who come into this game 28-25 overall and 17-12 in the second half. Jim Hopple will lead off with right fielder number 49, Masa Chilcutt. Batting second is the center fielder, number 12, Cody Niedowitz. Batting third, the shortstop, number 55, Elijah McNeil. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 29, M.D. Connor. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 20, Luis Castillo. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 4, Grafton Stroop. Batting sixth, or he was batting sixth. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 85, Joel Roberts. Batting eighth is the catcher, number 90, Tyson McGroarty. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Brady McKay. He wears number 70. So again, for Portland, it's Chilcutt, Niedowitz, McNeil, Connor, Castillo, Stroop, Roberts, McGroarty, and McKay. Starting pitcher for Portland will be Stephen Ferguson. Jim Hopple, the first-year manager for the Portland Pickles. Yakima Valley, 21-32 on the season. They are 9-17 in the second half of the season and are looking to finish the year on a high note, leading it off with the right fielder, number 3, Tyson Miller. Batting second, the center fielder, number 8, Tommy Lamb. Batting third, the catcher, number 20, Diego Davis. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 25, Parker Burt. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 2, Brennan Aoki. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 6, Yash Gupta. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 99, Max Workman. Batting eighth is the shortstop, number 9, Brandon Stone. And batting ninth is the first baseman, number 16, Cole French. So again, for Yakima Valley, Miller, Lamb, Davis, Burt, Aoki, Gupta, Workman, Stone, and French. Starting pitcher tonight is Nathaniel Carano. Coach Crustangel wrapping up his 5th season as the manager of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Portland is taking the field as they are announced as their starters head out towards this natural surface field here at Walker Stadium in Lentz Park in the Rose City, Portland, Oregon. Just like yesterday, the haze is upon us. The outfield trees are a little bit secluded by some of the smoke in the air. We'll get an AQI reading right after first pitch to go along with the temperature down on the field. It's been a warmer couple of days here in Portland after a very pleasant start to our stay here. Monday night's game, first pitch was 79. The AQI was at 93, but it was a very pleasant night here in Portland. Been a little bit warmer, but thankfully the smoke has kept us a little bit cooler than we have been expecting. We were expecting 95 for this Wednesday game. It is not there. As Portland continues to take the field, the games tonight, the matchups in the West Coast League. Everybody finishing up the regular season. Kelowna in Port Angeles, Corvallis in Ridgefield, Bend in Springfield. That game actually canceled. Those two teams both eliminated, probably dealing with some smoke. So Bend and Springfield not playing tonight. Walla Walla is in Marion tonight. The Sweets trying to get hot after losing last night en route to their 3 seed. Bellingham and Edmonton in Bellingham. Victoria and Wenatchee in Wenatchee canceled. So 2 games canceled due to smoke. Bottom of the second in Nanaimo, Kamloops and the Night Owls 1-0. We'll get scores a little bit later on as we're going to take a quick break and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. We'll be right back. Pippins baseball one final time in 2026.
Oh, say, Daddy, oh, see, by the dancing delight, what so proudly we hailed, and that's why I stand sleeping, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous span. Oh, the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof of the clouds that of life was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the hope that no.
It's time for baseball one final time here in 2026 for these Yakima Valley Pippins as the Portland Pickles and Yakima Valley getting ready for Game 3 of this midweek 3-game series. Stephen Ferguson going to toe the slab for the Portland Pickles, making his first start of this 2026 season. Ferguson, 9 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. 8 games under his belt, a 3.72 ERA for Stephen Ferguson. The leather behind him, Joel Roberts in left, Cody Niedowitz in center field, Masa Chilcutt in right, Grafton Stroop at third, Elijah McNeil at short, Brady McKay at second, M.D. Connor at first, and Tyson McGroarty doing the catching for Stephen Ferguson. He will face off against Tyson Miller, Tommy Lamb, and Diego Davis here in the top half of the first inning. Ferguson not going to overpower you, but he is going to keep you off tempo. We'll see if the Pippins bats can adjust here in the first inning of play. Maybe get Nathaniel Carano an early lead. Umpires tonight here at Walker Stadium. Henry DeJesus behind the dish calling balls and strikes. He wears number 93 on his right shoulder. Kyle Sisk, his partner, out in the field. He wears number 76. Ferguson slowing and bringing home his final couple of warm-up pitches. Tyson, Tommy, and Diego last night, no hits between the three of them in 12 at-bats. And so the Pippins trying to get off to a little bit hotter start. That's been the theme of the last few games for Yakima Valley. 1 run on 3 hits last night, 6 runs on 9 hits on Monday night, but only 2 runs on 1 hit on Sunday. They only had 1 run on 4 hits on Saturday, 6 runs on 7 hits on Friday. It's been a little bit of a struggle offensively for Yakima Valley, but at the same time, their defense, their pitching has not kept opponents off of the scoreboard. Warm-ups complete here for Stephen Ferguson, and Tyson Miller, the only left-handed bat in Yakima Valley's order, will dig in to face off against this southpaw on the hill. Portland wearing their green tops, kind of a darker green, almost a forest green, with Portland in white across the chest and a white Dylan T. Pickle logo on the left side, white pants and navy caps for the Portland Pickles. Light blue tops for Yakima Valley, gray pants, white numerals, white Pippins on the front, and blue caps. Out of the windup, Stephen Ferguson, his first pitch of the ball game is a called strike by Henry DeJesus. It is 7:18 p.m. here in the Rose City, Portland, Oregon. Welcome to Walker Stadium, the final game of the 2026 regular season. 0-1 out of the windup for Ferguson. Miller strokes this out towards right center field. Chilcutt and Niedowitz converging. This pounds off the light pole out in the right center field gap. Tyson with a stand-up double to lead off this game, 2 pitches in. Good to see Tyson pick up a early hit after going hitless last night. That'll bring up Tommy Lamb. First pitch temperature here at Walker Stadium, 88 degrees, smoke in the air. The AQI at the nearest monitor to the ballpark is reading at 157. Going to be another game like last night where the smoke kind of hazes us out in these evening hours. First pitch drilled out towards left center field. Joel Roberts and Cody Niedowitz coming together. It'll be Niedowitz who makes the catch. So it's a fly out to center field, 1 down, 3 pitches into the game. It's probably going to be a theme as long as Ferguson's out on the hill. The Pippins looking to swing early and often. Diego Davis doing the catching for Yakima Valley, digging into that right-hand batter's box. Davis from the University of the Pacific. 224 batting average with Yakima Valley. This is game number 15. First pitch from Ferguson. Rides inside. This hits Diego Davis. Slow breaking ball in off the front hand, it looked like. First and second, 1 out. Yakima Valley with 2 early base runners. That'll bring up Parker Burt. This was a big looping breaking ball from Ferguson that he pulled inside. Ferguson, very deliberate delivery. Kind of cocks the left hand back, similar to how Shifu Hasegawa pitched, if you remember him this season for Yakima Valley. Not quite as exaggerated, but he is very deliberate in his motion. Slide step this first offering to Parker Burt, right on the outer part of the plate for strike one. Parker has men at first and second ahead of him. Mansfield, Texas native, playing in game number 49 with Yakima Valley. A 301 batting average for Burt. Trying to be above 300 collectively in this 2026 season. Ferguson looks back to second. 0-1. Parker's going to sting this out towards Chilcutt in right. He's going to leap up. This is over his head. Tyson was standing on second. He's going to get the wave. This goes all the way to the track. Davis stops at third. It's an RBI double for Parker Burt. Yakima Valley leads it 1-0 here in the first inning. Parker spanked this ball 101 miles an hour the opposite way. Tyson was going to score easily because of his speed. He was standing on second just in case that ball was caught on a line. Davis on his heels. He was given the stop sign over at third. Brings up Brennan Aoki. 1-0 Pippins. 2 hits already in the game for Yakima Valley. 2 in scoring position for Aoki. The first pitch from Ferguson catches the outer half of the plate. 0-1. Brennan Aoki, 206 batting average for Yakima Valley. 7 hits in his 11 games, including 1 double, 8 runs scored, and 11 walks. That's been a big value for Aoki, is drawing the free passes. 0-1, big looping breaking ball popped up on the right side. Connor drifting back into the grass at first. He's going to make the catch. Diego Davis stays put over at first. Aoki tosses the helmet off in disgust. Got a hanging breaking ball. It couldn't do anything with it. 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. Yash Gupta, the third baseman. Back-to-back Whitworth Pirates here in the top half of the first. First pitch takes downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Ferguson probably going to top out around 67 miles an hour. The breaking ball's registered at 59 a couple of times. Certainly a finesse pitcher. His breaking ball has quite a lot of break. 1-0. Check swing. Breaking ball downstairs. Gupta really had to wait back on it. 1-1. Yash saw that it was downstairs, but he just couldn't stop the bat path. Certainly a different approach when you're up at the plate. You're used to some higher velocity. Ferguson out here slowing this game down a little bit from the hill. 1-1. Big looping breaking ball that Yash was frozen on. Kept the bat on his shoulders. Walker Stadium. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ferguson looking for his first strikeout. He's given up a run on 2 hits, both of them doubles by Yakima Valley. 1 by Tyson, 1 by Parker. 1-2 pitch, wave and a miss. Strike 3, top of the zone, and Gupta comes up empty. Pippins are only able to get 1 off of Stephen Ferguson. It's 1 run on 2 hits, though. No errors by Portland and 2 runners left on base. Pippins on the board in the first inning. We go to the bottom half of the first. Pippins 1, Portland coming up. This is Pippins baseball.
Your first round pick, your first pick, when a Pickles game, even a free round of golf. Tracy of our friends at Portland Parks Golf. Fans, just like Pickles pitchers, check the signs before every hit. Check with 811 before every tip. Whether you're planting a tree, building a fence, or tackling a weekend project, contact 811 before you break ground. It's free, it's easy, and it's a law. And thanks to Pitching Mound sponsor, Oregon 811. Need a portable toilet? Sure you do. Choose Willie Make It. We provide superior disinfected portable toilets with unmatched customer service. Give our friendly office staff a call and set up your boarding and toilet rental tonight. Willie Make It clean, reliable, and committed to your needs. We have a new addition to the lost credit card pile. We're now looking for Christopher Barclay. That's the newest one. And boy, if you've seen John Lankin, send him up here with 2 of his cards. For John. Someday. Someday for John.
Bottom half of inning number 1 here at Portland's Walker Stadium. Nathaniel Carano toes the slab for Yakima Valley, the right-hander from Whitworth. 37 and 2/3 innings, 37 hits, 18 runs, 14 of them earned, 13 walks, and 51 strikeouts for Carano. A 3.50 or a 3.35 ERA. He's 4-0 in 12 games. This is his first start of 2026. Leather behind Carano, Max Workman in left, Tommy Lamb in center, Tyson Miller in right. Yash Gupta at third, Brandon Stone at short, Brennan Aoki at second, and Colt French at first. Diego Davis catching for Nathaniel Carano. Masa Chilcutt, Cody Niedowitz, and Elijah McNeil. The three do up here against Carano. Nate's fastball going to touch 91 to 92. His breaking ball sits in the low to mid 70s. We'll see how much of a combination he goes with here against Masa Chilcutt, the first man out of the windup, and Carano sends this in there, fouled back, 0-1. Masa Chilcutt from Rice, batting .282 in 41 games with Portland. Right on right matchup to lead this game off. Now to the stretch for Carano. This is a breaking ball, sent foul over on the right side, 0-2. Nate not going out of the windup. I was incorrect on that first pitch. He goes out of the stretch the entire time. You'd think by this point in the season that I would know Carano's tendencies. Apparently not. No balls, 2 strikes. Nate set at the belt. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball over towards third. This is foul, though. Gupta chasing it into the third base coaching box, and Nate will get a new baseball. Still 0-2 the count. Again, the Pippins wearing their light blue tops with the light blue caps and gray pants. Portland wearing green tops with white pants and navy caps. No balls and 2 strikes. Carano sends the slider in. This is on the ground over to first. Backhand by French. Has it. Throws onto the covering Carano, and he has it for out number 1. Good play. 3-1 the out. French made sure he had the baseball first and then sent it to Carano. Nate almost overran it, but was able to reach back and stab it. One down here in the first inning. Cody Niedowitz playing center field today. Niedowitz, a left-handed bat here, batting .317 for Portland. 38 hits in 32 games for Niedowitz. Kai Malt getting the day off today. First pitch, fastball, just a touch downstairs, according to Henry DeJesus. 1 ball and no strikes. That was 90 from Nate. Henry DeJesus, a much tighter zone than his partner Kyle Sisk, especially when it comes to the boundary areas. 1-0, blown right past Cody Niedowitz, 1-1. Niedowitz, of the 38 hits, 6 of them doubles, 1 of them a home run. 1-1, breaking ball, left Carano's hand a little bit too early, 2-1. It was high and away. If you hear any barking on the crowd, Mike, there are a bunch of corgis here tonight. It's what's called Wolf Wednesday here at Portland. 2-1, sent high but foul over out towards left field. This will disappear into the berm, and the count is 2-2. There were 100 golden retrievers here a couple of weeks ago. I'd say we're pretty close to that with corgis. 2-2 from Nate. Fastball high and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The setting sun over beyond the left field wall, a bright orange glow through the smoke and the haze. Carano in a full count. The payoff pitch is on the ground over towards first. High hop and through French's glove. Aoki backs him up. French thought he had it. He started to go towards first. He felt it off the end of his glove, but it was not in the pocket. Now it's going to be a hit on a big hop over there at first for Cody Niedowitz. So an infield single. Portland has their first hit. Now Elijah McNeil standing in. McNeil Moving up to the 3-hole today with Kai Malt sitting. MD Connor remains in the cleanup spot. First pitch from Nate. Strike right over the heart of the plate. 0-1 to Elijah McNeil. McNeil, a 296 batter. Game number 39 for Portland. 45 hits, including 13 doubles. He was an all-star in Victoria a few weeks ago. Nate chases Nidowitz back to first, and Cody back in time. Count still, no balls and a strike. McNeil with 2 pumps on the summer to go along with 26 RBI. Set at the belt, the 0-1. This is a fastball in tight, 1 ball and 1 strike. McNeil from Dublin, California. There's a baseball team in Dublin called the Dublin Leprechauns. They're in the Pickles League. 1-1, no, throw's going to go back to first, and back in time is Cody Nidowitz. Nate trying to work a 0 here in the first inning. On this road trip, the Pippins have allowed a lot of first inning runs. 1-1 from Nate. Breaking ball. This drops in the bucket. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last night, Portland was able to get 2 runs on the board in the first inning. Portland got 4 on the board in the first inning on Monday night. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fastball sent high out towards foul territory on the right side. This will head towards the bar area over on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McNeil went up to go get that high fastball from Carano. Nate with the glove on his left hip, waiting for the sign, shakes off. Now he comes set. Setting at the belt. Nidowitz dancing around at first. 1-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3 at the knees. 88 miles an hour from Nathaniel Carano. McNeil was not expecting heat. 2 down. First K for Nathaniel Carano. That'll bring up MD Connor with 2 outs.
The first baseman from the University of South Alabama for 29.
Connor in the portal from the University of South Alabama. A .363 batter in 38 games for MD Connor. First offering, another fastball hums right in for strike 1. Nate's probably got to be a little bit different of an arm than Portland has seen in a couple days from Yakima Valley. Dawson Barabalt last night only topping out at around 88. Nate's going to be 88 to 92 with his fastball. Throw goes over to first. Back in safely as Nidowitz. No balls and a strike. Nate set at the belt. 0-1. Breaking ball high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 49 hits for MD Connor. 6 doubles, 1 triple, 6 home runs. One, wave and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Davis. 90 miles an hour on the gun for Carano, and set up for a second straight strikeout. What a boost of positive energy this first inning could be for Yakima Valley. Carano, the 1-2 fastball, high and away, heading down to second on a late jump. Cody Nidowitz, he's going to steal the bag. Davis framing the ball, trying to get Henry DeJesus to call strike 3, and so Nidowitz takes advantage, steals second base, man in scoring position, 2 ball, 2 strike count. 2-2 pitch from Carano, breaking ball, fouled away over towards the Pippins first base dugout. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carano having to work a little bit harder than I think he wanted to here in the first inning. That was pitch number 20. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball. This one just a touch high and away. The count will run full. Nate not missing by much. Carano trying to set down 3 of the first 4 Portland Pickles. 3-2. Another fastball just outside. Nate's going to issue his first walk to MD Connor. That'll bring up Luis Castillo. Castillo, the designated hitter in this game, as he's been the last couple of days.
For 20.
Castillo batting .337 in 26 games for the Pickles. Hit his 7th home run of the season last night. That's more than he had in nearly 40 games last year. First pitch, nubbed off the hands inside. Stone going to have to charge. He leaves it on the ground. Aoki backing up. Throw comes to the plate. Scoring is Cody Niedowitz. And we're tied at 1. Niedowitz never stopped running as Stone gave up on the play. Infield single for Luis Castillo. That's 2 hits now for Portland. MD Connor at second, Luis Castillo at first. Brings up Grafton Stroop, third baseman today. First offering, breaking ball, fouled off his front foot. 0-1. That's another one of those plays you can give an RBI on an infield single. Niedowitz running with 2 outs. Just never stopped. So 1-1 on the scoreboard, 2 hits apiece. Runners at first and second. The 0-1 from Carano. This caught the outer part of the plate, and it's 0-2. Carano looking for his second strikeout after issuing a walk and giving up a single to make it 1-1. 0-2 from Nate. Wave and a miss. A fastball upstairs. And a pair of strikeouts for Nathaniel Carano end the first inning. 1 run, 2 hits for Portland. No errors for Yakima Valley and 2 runners left on base. Identical starts to this game. 7, 8, and 9 are due up next for Yakima Valley. Tied at 1 here in Walker Stadium. This is Pippins Baseball.
Swine -1. 6 vodka seltzer. Round the official vodka seltzer. The Pickles serving up lemon, strawberry, all bars around Walker Stadium. Using our Japanese freeze crush infused process. We create whole fruit, -196 degrees Celsius, crush it, and then infuse it into premium vodka for a flavor experience that hits different. From first pitch to final out, crack it open and release the ultimate taste of -196 vodka seltzer. Always drink responsibly. What's better than the Pickles? Win a checking account that pays you. Rivermark Community Credit Union accounts. To put money in your pocket, visit rivermarkcu.org/join. Get in on the app.
Top of the second inning here at Walker Stadium in the Rose City, Portland, Oregon. Harmon Johnsen with you. Tied at 1, Yakima Valley and Portland. Stephen Ferguson back out there for the Pickles as Max Workman, Brandon Stone, and Cole French are due up. Workman taking first pitch just above the zone, 1-0. Stephen Ferguson only threw 12 pitches in that first inning. And so likely to continue on here as long as he continues to minimize damage. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits in the first inning. 1-0. This one slowly bends over the outer part of the plate. 1-1. McGroarty might also have brought in that ball for a strike. Out of the windup goes Ferguson. The 1-1 to Max Workman. Misses outside 2-1. Max yesterday picking up one of the only 3 hits for Yakima Valley. Pretty fitting on a day that he commits to UNLV. 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Kyle Sisk over there at first says it's a strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Ferguson winds 2-2. Workman pops this up on the right side of the infield. McKay, seeing through the smoke, puts it away. 1 down here in the top half of the second. That'll bring up Brandon Stone. Stone heading to Washington State here in a couple of weeks. Batting 194 for Yakima Valley. First pitch, driving this out towards left center field. Niedowitz and Roberts. It'll be Niedowitz settling this down. 2 away. Cole French, 2 down, up to the plate. French batting 174 for Yakima Valley. Ferguson about to work a 1-2-3 inning if French can't get on. Cole taking a first pitch strike right over the heart of the plate. 0-1 at 63 miles an hour. French had a 2-hit night last night. 2 of the 3 hits for Yakima Valley. A single in the 5th, a single in the 9th. 0-1. This rides inside. This hits his back foot. That breaking ball has been a little bit hard for Ferguson to control right now. The fastball looking good. Getting some swings and pops and balls in play. But Cole French, the benefactor of a hardly gripped breaking ball. Back to the top of the order for Yakima Valley. Here comes Tyson Miller. Lefty-lefty matchup. Tyson doubled after 2 pitches in the first inning. First offering, this is a strike right on the inside black. 0-1. This is probably a interesting velocity for Henry DeJesus to try to see. Taking off from first and stealing second is Cole French. The ball bounces away into center field. Niedowitz going to throw high over to third. This bounces off the netting. So stolen base for Cole French out to second. And then a throwing error moves French on to third. First error of the night for the Portland Pickles, and now Yakima Valley has the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Tyson in a 1-1 count. Time called. That's going to be a balk. Kyle Sisk, I don't think, got a declaration from Stephen Ferguson on whether or not he was going out of the windup or the stretch. Cole French scores. It's 2-1 Yakima Valley on a balk by Stephen Ferguson. That would be my guess, is Kyle Sisk probably didn't get an explanation as to whether or not Ferguson was going wind or stretch with the man at third. Ferguson working quickly out there on the hill. The balk will stick. 1-1 the count. 2 down and a run home. Cole French makes this game 2-1 Yakima Valley. Out of the windup goes Ferguson. 1-1 inside. 2 balls and a strike. Usually the umpire will go up to the pitcher and ask them, but they don't necessarily have to. And if the pitcher goes, that's a balk. 2-1, flown out to center field. Niedowitz going back onto the track. He makes the catch, crashing into the wall. So the side retired. That was a little interesting way to get rid of the top half of the second inning. Yakima Valley scores 1 run on no hits, 1 Portland error, and nobody left on base. After an inning and a half, Yakima Valley leads at 2-1. We go to the bottom of the second. This is Pippins Baseball.
That's it. No matter where you're sitting, the drinks are flowing. We got the Dylan Bar in left field, Dylan's Hideaway in center, high at goal, and Rally Gator Bar, rocking the right field berm. And don't forget the most popular spot in the park, the Party Deck Bar, right behind home plate, where you can find delicious options like Jeremiah Collins. Yeah, parties! To party! Great party! You're sitting in section 207 and you're sitting in the Dave and Buster's section. Here's the coupon on your seat for $25 points games at the location of the seat. Fee. 50% off the food and non-alcoholic beverages, including many Pickles tickets. So, there are your plans for tonight. Craving a crunch that's not harder than a walk-up dinner? Go open a bag of snacking sunflower seeds. These jumbo beauties are doused in welcome flavors like dill, pickle, maple brown sugar, and cheddar jalapeno, all the same zero salty burn. Smacking sunflower seeds, flavor that smacks.
Bottom of the second inning here at Walker Stadium in Portland, Oregon. Yakima Valley leads it 2-1. Nathaniel Carano to face 7, 8, and 9 in the Portland batting order. Joel Roberts, Tyson McGroarty, and Brady McKay. Roberts, the left fielder, leading it off for the Pickles. From St. Mary's College, batting .202 in 29 games with Portland. Carano out of the stretch with nobody on. His first pitch of the bottom of the second is a breaking ball high and tight, 1-0. So Carano gets 2 strikeouts. That's been his bread and butter. Coming into the game, 51 strikeouts to only 13 walks. He's got a 2-to-1 ratio tonight. 1-0. Fastball popped back out of play behind us here in the press box. 1-1. Another more thin crowd tonight. Last night was thinner than Monday night, but there was still an announced 3,361 fans at Walker Stadium. Pretty deceptive how many people can fit in the berms in the outfield as the 1-1 is chopped high out towards Gupta. One big bounce, the throw across, routine for the third baseman. One down here in the bottom of the second. Here's Tyson McGroarty. He came in defensively last night. McGroarty spent only 3 games with the Bellingham Bells earlier this summer and then moved down here to Portland. 7 games with the Pickles. He's batting .200, 4 hits in 20 at-bats. First offering from Carano is a strike right at the top of the zone. 0-1 the count. You'd love to see Carano work a quick inning and then get the Portland Pickles back out there on defense. Pippins have scored in each of their first 2 innings on offense tonight. 0-1. Slider downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. McGroarty spent 2026 spring at Lynn Benton Community College down there in Albany, Oregon. Not too far away from Portland here. 1-1. As breaking ball dips below the knees. 2-1. With the Roadrunners, he batted .253 in 25 games. Picked up 20 hits, 5 of them doubles, 1 of them a home run. 2-1 from Nate. Fastball blown right by on the top shelf. 2-2. Carano's been varying the fastball from 88 to 92 so far tonight. Standing in McGroarty, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch sent foul over on top of the Yakima Valley dugout. 2-2. Kyle Sisk receives the foul ball, tosses it over the netting and into the lap of some fan. It's one of the nicest things I've seen Kyle Sisk do all summer. Count still 2-2. Pitch from Carano. Breaking ball, line drive caught. Look what I found. Nathaniel Carano sends it on to first for good measure. L1 for Nate. He falls into a defensive position. Attaboy, Nate. Brady McKay hits with 2 outs. McKay has struggled in this series. He's played in both games. He is 2 for 9. That's struggling based on how the rest of the Pickles have performed this week. First pitch, wave and a miss. Inside fastball, 0-1. Hard to believe that even getting 2 hits is struggling for these Portland Pickles. You look at the top 4 in their order. Man, oh man. 0-1, way inside. Just for emphasis, MD Connor the last couple of nights, 6 hits in 8 at-bats. So there's kind of the standard we're going off of here. 1-1 from Nate. Fastball blown right past the waving bat of McKay. It's 1-2 the count. Looks like Portland having a little bit of a tough time adjusting to the Carano velocity. It's been 91 the last couple of times. Number 9 hitter in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. The pitch from Nate. Fastball, wave and a miss. High and tight, and McKay couldn't lay off. A 1-2-3 inning for Nathaniel Carano as he picks up his 3rd strikeout of the night. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on for Portland. I think that's the first time I've said that all trip down here in the Rose City. We go to the top of the 3rd, 2-1 Yakima Valley here in Portland.
They look ready, Bill? Yeah? Okay, there let's do. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Swing those Pickles. Oh, Chris had a little strategy there. Get a little momentum going. Okay. All right. Everybody's giving their all. Let's hear it for them out here tonight, huh? We're getting close. I got a good feeling about this group. Man. Oh, Brenna. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer. No winners tonight. Max effort from all our participants. Let them hear it. Way to go, everybody.
Top of the 3rd inning here at Portland's Walker Stadium. Yakima Valley leading it 2-1 as we go to the top of the 3rd. Tommy Lamb, Diego Davis, Parker Burt, 2, 3, and 4 in the Pippins order. First pitch from Stephen Ferguson is outside and high, 1 ball and no strikes. Ferguson working here into the 3rd inning on the season for Ferguson. He has gone 3 innings once. 1-0. Breaking ball inside, 2 balls, no strikes. That 3-inning outing for Ferguson was way back on June 2nd up in Port Angeles. Went 3 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. 2-0 pitch. Lined and heads up in the berm. Tommy went right over top the netting for a foul ball, 2-1. Ferguson did pitch against Yakima Valley up in Yakima. That was on the 18th of July. Went 2/3 of an inning, did not give up a hit, a run, or a strikeout. He did walk 1. 2-1 out of the windup. This hits the front leg of Tommy Lamb. 3rd hit by pitch drawn by Yakima Valley Pippin. The leadoff man's aboard here for the Pips. It's been that breaking ball all 3 times for Ferguson. Diego Davis was one of the other hit by pitch victims back in the 1st inning. Davis was stranded at 3rd. He got there on the double by Parker Burt. 2-1 the score. Fresh count here to Diego Davis. Tommy gets his lead off of first. It's about 2 steps long. First pitch to Diego. Catches the outer half of the plate. 0-1. Diego, 224 hitter. Tommy takes off from first. The pitch downstairs. The throw is off the mark and late. Stolen base for Tommy. Man in scoring position, nobody out. For Lamb, that is stolen base number 7. Base hit from Davis could make this a 2-run lead for Yakima Valley. A look back towards second for Ferguson. A second look. A third look. 1-1. Wave and a miss. Diego may be fooled by the timing a little bit. 1-2. The pitch was down and away. Swung on and missed. So the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ferguson taking a couple peeks back. 1-2. Diego pops this up on the right side of the infield. McKay, Connor charging in, the first baseman. He makes the catch. 1 down here in the top half of the third. Ferguson definitely inducing weak contact. Had a couple of pop outs on the infield, 3 of them, in fact. Pippins have also flown out to center field quite a few times already. That'll bring up Parker Burt. Burt doubled in the first inning, drove home Yakima Valley's first run. First offering from Ferguson, down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Parker heading to Ball State once we're done here by way of Regis University and Dallas Northlake, also Murray State College, where he redshirted. 1-0, this rides inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Parker certainly a journeyman. I asked him a couple of nights ago what it means to be a JUCO Warrior. He says he loves it. Loves that he has had this journey pay off, and now he gets to say he's a Division I ball player. 2-0. Parker pops this a mile high, straight up. Ferguson, now Connor. Connor coming into the hill, makes the catch. 2 down, back-to-back pop-outs to the first baseman. Parker dipped the bat down on that middle fastball. That'll bring up Brennan Aoki with 2 down and a man in scoring position.
Brennan Aoki.
Tommy Lamb was hit by a pitch to lead off the inning. He stands at second after a stolen base. Here's Brennan Aoki. First pitch to him. Inside, bounces in. Good block by McGroarty, 1-0.
It's the way the dog parade. If you'd like to participate in the dog parade, make your way over to the Pippins dugouts now.
That was an interesting announcement. Make your way to the Pippins dugout if you want to be in the dog parade. 1-0, bends in for a strike, 1-1. There's not much extra space here at Walker Stadium. Not much room to access the field either, other than the dugouts. 1-1. Big breaking ball drops in 1-2. I don't think Aoki knew what to think about it. Took a giant turn down towards the plate, fell in for a strike, 1-2. Ferguson trying to work through 3, only giving up 2 runs. 1-2, popped up over on the right side. McKay drifting out towards the outfield grass. Brady McKay makes the catch. And it's 3 straight pop-ups after a hit by pitch to retire the side for Stephen Ferguson. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 Pippin left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning here at Walker Stadium. It's 2-1 Pippins. This is Pippins Baseball.
Phillies, your neighbors, and yourself. Tonight's game is powered by Fat Signs of Happy Valley, your local pros for banners, vehicle wraps, and eye-catching storefront graphics. Swing by Southeast 82nd Avenue and 13. Turn your ideas into bold visuals. Run a small business or maybe just trying to manage that busy life of yours. The UPS store is your MVP for professional printing expert packaging convenient mailboxes. We need efficient service and a helpful staff. UPS store, they knock it out of the park. A reminder, the dog parade will be happening 3 outs from now. 3 outs from now, the dog parade will be happening. Make your way over to the Pippins dugout area if you would like to participate. What do we have there? Pickle shots and beer selection. Canned beer. A selection of fine canned beers and pickle shots are making their way around the stadium. Stay hydrated. Laying out the bottom of the third beer, Portland Pickles, number 49.
Bottom of the third inning here at Walker Stadium in Portland, Oregon. Top of the order due up. Masa Chilcutt, Cody Niedowitz, and Elijah McNeil for the Pickles. 2-1, Yakima Valley leads it. We get ready to conclude the first third of this ball game, the final game of the regular season. First pitch, fastball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes from Carano. For Nate, that was pitch number 39 of his outing. Working so far, so good. Pitch count going to be limited to around 100. Nate's going to empty the tank tonight. 1-0, bouncing breaking ball, skips in, 2 balls and no strikes. And for the Pippins, they have most of their high leverage guys ready in the bullpen. Guys like Wyatt Robinson, John Witt, Oliver Wilday, for whenever Carano's night is over. 2-0, fastball blown past the swinging bat of Masa Chilcutt, 2-1. Chilcutt grounded out to first base. French backhanded it. Carano covered the bag. That was to start the offense for Portland. Carano shakes off a couple of times. Still peering in for the sign. Glove on his left hip. Now he comes set at the belt. 2-1. Over the head of Stone at short and plugging the gap in left center field. Getting over there quickly. Workman bobbles it initially, but Chilcutt not going to move up a base. It's a single for Masa Chilcutt. Third hit for Portland, and the leadoff man's aboard here in the bottom half of the third inning.
Now batting, number 12. Cody
Cody Niedowitz getting the start in center field today after playing right the last couple of nights. Kai Malt getting the night off. Niedowitz hit an infield single back in the first inning. It was a hard ground ball that took a weird bounce over French's glove. First offering down and in to the left-hander Cody Niedowitz. 1 ball, no strikes. Pippins will make the journey back to Yakima after this game is over, and that'll be that. 1-0, bluffing from first is Chilcutt. Pitch called strike on the outside half of the plate, 0-1. Chilcutt had taken off, but then stopped about 5 steps into his run and turned. Went back to first. Haven't seen that much from Portland. We'll see what happens over there. 1-1. Sent foul over on the left side. 1-2. Another fastball at the top of the zone from Carano. Nate's been relying on the heat to this point. All 3 strikeouts on the fastball. Dancing over at first, Chilcutt. Pitch high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chilcutt staying put. Two runs, 2 hits for Yakima Valley. 1 run, 3 hits so far for Portland. Haven't seen Carano check over to first yet. 2-2, big breaking ball. He went around. Henry DeJesus does not need help. It's strike 3. Cody Niedowitz swinging. That's 4 strikeouts now for Carano. 3 of them the swinging variety. 1 away for Elijah McNeil.
Now batting,
High breaking ball, and Nidowitz just could not hold up his swing. With McNeil at the plate, man at first, we'll see if Chilcutt actually takes off this time. McNeil struck out looking back in the first inning. First pitch fastball drilled down the left field line. Workman cuts it off. It's a single for McNeil. 105 miles an hour off of the lumber of Elijah McNeil. That'll put 2 on. Runners at first and second for M.D. Connor.
Just for the Pickles. Number 29.
I'd have to check the bat for a hole after how hard that ball was hit. M.D. Connor drew a walk back in the first inning. Would love to see something on the ground to either Stone or Aoki. Pippins turned 2 double plays last night, trying to manifest one here. First pitch, late swing on a high fastball. 0-1 for M.D. Connor. Carano having to bear down here with only 1 out in the bottom half of the third. You'd love to see Nate work 5 innings tonight. 0-1, there's a strike right on the outside black. 0-2.
Hopefully you're lined up over there if you're looking for. Well,
Pippins do have somebody standing around down in the bullpen beyond the right field wall. Nobody throwing just yet. 0-2 pitch from Nate. High and away fastball, 1-2.
First base dugout for the Dog Parade. For the line.
Runners are Chilcutt at second, McNeil at first, both of them singled. Nate stepping, crossed over the other side, so not a balk, but it is a disengagement. So Nate does not have one of those remaining. 1-2 from Nate. Breaking ball, fouled away. M.D. Connor able to get enough to send it to the backstop netting. Count remains 1-2, 1 down. Nate looking back towards second. Glove at his belt. 1-2. Fastball misses high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nate over the 50 pitch count now. By my count, he has 52. Short pause, looking back to second. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, drops below the zone. So the count full. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Nate needs a put-away pitch here. Runners at first and second, 1 down. Long pause before the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, high and away, ball 4. Second walk drawn by M.D. Connor. Second walk issued by Nathaniel Carano. And the Pickles have the bases full, head of Luis Castillo. This is a dangerous right-handed bat.
Number 20.
And before the at-bat starts, Ethan Salscheider going to head out and have a chat with Nathaniel Carano. Pippins still lead it 2-1. While Salsa's out there on the hill, let's get a check of the scores around the West Coast League tonight.
What?
Bottom of the 4th inning in Port Angeles, Kelowna demolishing Port Angeles 13-0. Top of the 4th in Ridgefield, Raptors leading it 5-2 over Corvallis. The South is set, so those games really meaningless. Walla Walla and Marion, 5-0 Berries, bottom of the 4th. We're expecting that game to get called after about 5 innings due to air quality. Top 6 in Bellingham, 2-0 Fells over the Riverhawks. Top 5 in Nanaimo, Night Owls up by 8. They'll touchdown and 2-point conversion, 8-0 over Kamloops. After the visit, first pitch downstairs. It bounces a breaking ball from Carano. 1-0. 2 games canceled tonight due to air quality. Springfield and Bend, Victoria and Wenatchee. Bend and Springfield That one meaningless. Both teams eliminated. 1-0. Breaking ball. Check swing. Did he go? No, says Kyle Sisk. 2-0. Nate trying to get a swing there. The Victoria Wenatchee Game 3, that's unfortunate. Wenatchee unable to finish out their season at home like normal. They've had the last 2 games canceled. 2-0, fastball inside, 3 balls and no strikes, nowhere to put Luis Castillo. Bases are loaded, a walk would tie the game. What does Carano come with here? 3-0. Got to be careful to Castillo. Pitch. Top of the zone for a strike. 3-1 now. Bend in Springfield yesterday. Springfield took that game 7-3. 3-1. Bounced over towards third. Gupta going to go on to second for 1. It bounces to Aoki and everybody's safe. Tie ball game at 2 apiece. Asa Chilcutt comes home to score. McNeil safe at third. Connor safe at second. Luis Castillo reaches on the fielder's choice. Pippins couldn't quite catch a break there. Gupta had to leap up to get the ball, threw it on to second quickly, but Aoki could not pick it cleanly. Here's Grafton Stroop. Bases still loaded, 1 out. First pitch from Carano, high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. So Luis Castillo has driven in both runs in this game so far for Portland. 1-0 to Stroop. Breaking ball down and in. No, that's a fastball. That's 91. What am I saying? 2 balls, no strikes. Nate struggling a little bit here with the strike zone. 2-0, wave and a miss, an outside fastball. Stroop could come up with it. 2-1. Nate has 4 strikeouts tonight. He's given up 4 hits. He's also walked a pair. 2-1 from Nate. Middle fastball. Stroop was not looking for that, so it's 2-2. Nate looking for strikeout number 5 would come in a very big spot. Bases loaded. The 2-2 pitch from Nate. Fastball fouled back. Staying alive at 2 apiece. So for now, the game is tied 2-2. Portland still threatening. Only 1 out here in the inning. Pippins got the ground ball they wanted. Could not get an out on that bouncing ball over to third. 2-2. Wave and a miss. 91 hard of the plate, and Stroop couldn't come up with it. He strikes out for the second time. That'll bring up Joel Roberts with 2 down, and the base is loaded.
Now batting.
Carano can keep this game tied. It feel pretty good, especially considering how the last week or so has gone in the run column. Roberts grounded out back in the second inning, starting a 1-2-3 frame, the only 1-2-3 frame pitched by Pippins pitching during this series. The first pitch is sent out towards center field. Lamb coming in, still charging. This drops in the Bermuda Triangle. McNeil scores. Coming home to score behind him, Connor. 2 RBI single for Joel Roberts. Portland has their first lead at 4-2. 65 miles an hour off the bat. McNeil scored. Connor scored. 2 outs. Runners were moving. Castillo motors into third.
Number 9.
How big is that missed play out there at second? Didn't go down as an error for Yakima Valley. It was a fielder's choice. But that would have been out number 2. The strikeout would have ended the side. Runners at the corners. First pitch is a breaking ball outside to Tyson McGroarty, 1-0. So Portland putting up a 3 spot here in the 3rd inning. Pippins' bat's going to need to come alive in the middle to late parts of this game. One-0, runner off from first. It's a bouncing ball, maybe a broken bat over to third. Stone backing up to play. Gupta had it go under his glove. Stone able to keep it on the infield on a base hit by Tyson McGroarty. The inning continues for the Pickles as the ninth man to hit is Brady McKay. Coming home to score in the process was Luis Castillo. It's now 5-2 Portland.
Number 70, Brady McKay.
Well, if there's one guy you can get out in this series, it's Brady McKay. He 2 hits in 9 at-bats, including an 0 for day yesterday. First pitch sent a fly ball out towards right. Miller settling under it. Tyson puts his glove up and puts it away. And the third inning is in the books. Portland scores 4 times in the bottom of the third. 4 hits as well. No errors for the Yakima Valley Pippins and 2 men left on base. 3 innings in the books. 5-2. We go to the top of the fourth here in Portland.
Yeah. Hey, look to the mirror. That's great. Let's hear it for Amelia. Let's hear it for all those little corgi ducks that are coming out of the gate track. Look at them go. The corgi duck. They're surprisingly moving faster than the golden retriever parade. I don't know if it's good. The math doesn't work, but they are moving quite quickly. Let's hear it for all our dogs in the dog parade. We love our doggos on Wolf Wednesday. So precious. Soak it in. This is the last one of the year, folks. Dog parade, and we saved the best for last. Said the turkey dad. I don't know. Ooh. So far you there. Even got an inflatable corgi in this one, Joe. Look at them. Last time you'll hear the ball. Here, Joe.
Top of the fourth inning, we go to the middle frames here at Walker Stadium, Yakima Valley and Portland in a 3-run contest. The Pickles lead it 5-2. Stephen Ferguson still out there working for the Portland Pickles, as Yakima Valley will have Yash Gupta, Max Workman, and Brandon Stone due up. Pippins wearing their blue tops with gray pants, white Pippins in block across the chest, and white numerals to go along with light blue caps. Portland wearing green tops with white Portland across the chest, white pants, and navy caps. Here at Walker Stadium, a hazy night in Portland, Oregon, the final night of the 2026 regular season. Ferguson's first pitch is drilled out towards left field. Roberts coming in. He lays out. He makes the catch. That's back-to-back nights with a highlight reel catch for Joel Roberts in left field. Last night, he tumbled over the wall into the picnic tables out there and left. Joel Roberts tonight coming in and snagging a hit off the bat of Yash Gupta. I wouldn't want to be a batter sending anything out to left field with Joel Roberts out there. One pitch, 1 out in the fourth. Max Workman sees pitch number 41 from Stephen Ferguson, high and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Workman popped up to Brady McKay back in the second inning. 1-0. Excuse me, swing. This is a fair ball down the first base line. It's rolling and foul. Workman didn't mean to swing on a 61-mile-an-hour pitch at the top of the zone. He almost got a base hit for it. But this natural surface, not quite flat, and it rolled right off the chalk line and into foul territory. So 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to Workman. one of the newest running rebels for UNLV. 1-1, big looping breaking ball brought back into the strike zone by McGroarty. 1-2. Workman telling Henry DeJesus that that pitch was not a strike. Might have a case. 1-2 out of the windup from Ferguson. This big breaking ball bounces in off the apron. 2-2. Big shift for Niedowitz out in center field. He's playing more in the left center gap. Workman's got plenty of real estate to work with out towards dead center field and the right field line. Ferguson out of the line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. This is a line drive. This is going to drop in front of Roberts. He could not quite extend his arm 50 feet to go grab that one. Workman picks up a hit. That is hit number 3 for Yakima Valley tonight. So 1 on, 1 out. Brandon Stone digs in. Stone flew out to center field back in the first inning, or the second inning rather, as Ferguson chases Workman back to first. Love to see Stone pick up a hit here, get the train moving. He pops this up over on the right side, shallow right field. McKay drifting back. He will make the grab. Man, Brady McKay's been a busy man with Stephen Ferguson out on the hill. He's induced a lot of pop-ups on the infield. 2 down, Cole French with a man at first. French was hit by a pitch in the second inning. He scored the most recent Yakima Valley run on a balk. First pitch, giant looping breaking ball right over the heart of the zone, 0-1. I think the Pippins are confused on what to do with that big breaking ball. 0-1, fastball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. With how slow it comes in, anywhere from 54 to 58, you've got a lot of time to see it. But with it being so slow, does it drop below the zone? Does it stay on its line? It's kind of a hard pitch to deceive. Workman takes off. 1-1, fouled out of play over on the right side. The count 1-2. Final game of 2026 for Yakima Valley. Portland is in the playoffs. They will be hosting game 1 Friday night. Under the lights here in Portland, Ferguson taking a look over to first. Workman dancing, now stepping off and throwing over Ferguson. Workman back standing. Max is really making Stephen Ferguson work, or think about it at least, up there on the hill. One ball and 2 strikes to Cole French. Here comes the pitch. Workman takes off, hanging breaking ball out towards center field. Niedowitz is going to have it fall in front of him. Max trying to go first to third with 2 outs. The throw high, it bounces away and kicks off of the backstop, the wood that holds up the pole. It rattles around so much that Cole French is able to move up to second base. That's a single for Cole. Max running hard with 2 outs. Induces a bad throw from Niedowitz. On the throw, in the process, Cole French moves up to second. So a couple hits here in the inning for Yakima Valley. Top of the card here for Coach Crustangel, Tyson Miller. Ferguson going out of the windup with runners at second and third. First pitch, Tyson ropes this over the netting for a foul ball. 0-1. Hope everybody was paying attention over there. There are some signs posted on the grass to pay attention. No balls, 1 strike. Big breaking ball outside in the right-hand batter's box, 1-1. Pippins trying to get a little bit closer in this game. Trailing by 3, the tying run in the batter's box. Out of the wind, Ferguson, the 1-1. Tyson sends it high out towards right field. Chilcutt coming in. This ball going to drop. Workman scores. Here comes French. Tyson Miller, a 2 RBI single, and it's a 1-run game here at Walker Stadium. Second hit of the night for Tyson. 2 outs. Workman and French were running on contact. I'll bring up Tommy Lamb. Tying run now on the base pads for Yakima Valley. Ferguson going to have to go back to the stretch. Tyson standing over there at first base. 1-run game, 5-4. Tommy flew out to center field. He's also been hit by a pitch. Ferguson nods his approval. First pitch to Tommy, popped a mile high right behind the hill. Ferguson going back, gives way for MD Connor. As the infield converges, Connor makes the play as Ferguson bails out of the way. Yakima Valley able to score 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors by Portland. 1 man left on base. It's a 1-run game here at Walker Stadium. Yakima Valley trailing 5-4 to the Portland Pickles. This is Pippins Baseball.
Deliver a coupon for a free young bowl to one lucky roll. Let me hear it. Do you want cafe, young? Then let's do section 206. 206. Yeah. Rose. Randy! Congratulations. You are tonight's Cafe Young. Lucky Road. At it again. Whoa, no way. Bro. This is a first, I think. Bro. History has been made at Walker Stadium, Jeremiah. Everyone stop what they're doing right now. Congratulations to Christopher Barclay. You've lost your credit card not once, but twice tonight. Yeah. Please come to the place that can retrieve it. No need for identification. We'll recognize you. It's his baseball, Chris, so 3 strikes and you're out, buddy. If this happens again, Joe Simons is getting everything on his Amazon wish list.
Bottom of the 4th inning, both offenses high octane tonight. It's a 5-4 contest between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Portland Pickles. Portland has the 1-run advantage. Nathaniel Carano back out to face the top of the order. Masa Chilcutt, Cody Niedowitz, and Elijah McNeil. Portland coming off of a bottom of the 3rd inning where they had 4 runs on 4 hits, sent all 9 to the plate. Carano trying to go back to what he was in the 2nd inning and work a 1-2-3 inning. Would love to see that. First pitch from Carano is popped up over on the right side, shallow right. Aoki drifting back, Miller coming in. Brennan will put it away. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Nate will take that. That was pitch number 71 of the night for Carano. That'll bring up Cody Niedowitz, 1 for 2. Infield single and a strikeout. He scored one of the Portland Pickles' 5 runs. Carano set at the belt, first offering, and Niedowitz squaring to bunt. This is a fastball down and away. 1 ball and no strikes.
Touchdown and go touchdown. Go touchdown.
1-0. Outside. Another one at 90. Similar spot. 2 balls, no strikes from Carano. Nate with 2 walks, 5 strikeouts as he misses outside with another fastball. 3-0. Carano trying to find the strike zone again after a 1-pitch out by Masa Chilcutt. The 3-0. There's a strike, heart of the plate. 3-1 from Nate. with the way the pitch count's working, Toronto might only get through 4 innings tonight. The Pippins do have some bodies sitting down in the bullpen. 3-1. Just below the knees, ball 4 to Cody Niedowitz. All fastballs in that count. Nate command a little bit lacking in that at-bat, but looking to refocus here to Elijah McNeil. McNeil, 1 for 2, a single in the third. He scored one of the 4 runs in that inning. That single came off the bat at 105 miles an hour. First pitch, fastball just a touch off, 1-0. It's always a sentimental night, the final night of the regular season. Pippin's trying to gift us with one more win, would get them to 22 on the year. 1-0, there's a called strike on the inner black. 1-1. Carano setting at the belt. Short lead over there at first. 1-1. Hard of the plate. McNeil upset with himself. He didn't swing. It's 1-2. I think of all the sound effects that I hear at Walker Stadium, Aw Hamburgers by Butters from South Park is my favorite. That's usually on a pitch that doesn't go the way of a pickle. That's genius. 1-2, runner takes off from first. Ball put in play out to right field. Back towards the scoreboard. Miller squaring, settling, puts it away. Retreating back to first, Cody Niedowitz. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. MD Connor, a couple of walks tonight.
And
Connor has been a Pippin killer during this midweek series. Started on Monday. Everybody starts on Monday this week because of the playoffs starting on Friday, so that the teams in get a day off on Thursday. First pitch on the ground. This is foul off of the foot of MD Connor. Henry DeJesus immediately calling that one foul. It rode the foul line all the way to the bag, but it ends up being strike 1. Under the light power here in Portland. Toronto set at the belt. 0-1. Popped up. This is straight up. Carano calling for it. Now Davis finds it. Coming in, makes the grab. Right in front of the apron, in front of home plate. 1 man stranded for Portland. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on. A 0 hung by Carano. It's a 5-4 game as we go to the top half of the 5th inning here at Walker Stadium. This is Pippins Baseball.
now it's Bryson, David, and Sam. But we got it. We got it. You guys ready? Bat on the ground. Head on the mat. Spin till I say go. Down and down. 3, 2, 1. Spin. Bat on the ground. Spin. Head on the bat. 3 spins. 4 spins. Cheer him on. 5 spins. Lose the sunglasses. Do it all. 6 spins. Don't step on your sunglasses. 7 spins. 8 spins. You're doing great. Everyone's doing great. Cheer him on. 9 spins. Aren't they doing great? 10 spins. Come on. You're down. David, you're down. Bryson, you're down. I'm right here. You can't run into me, Bryson. I'm part of the course. Oh, David wins. Sorry, Bryson. Nice win. That's how you play Izzy Bat. I've been a career ender for Bryson. Made the right call on him.
Top half of inning number 5 here at Portland's Walker Stadium. Welcome to the Rose City for the final time in 2026. My name is Harmon Johnsen. Diego Davis, Parker Burt, Brennan Aoki due up for Yakima Valley. Stephen Ferguson still in the contest. 54 pitches for Ferguson to this point. We're in the top half of the 5th. Jim Hopple riding his left-hander here as the first pitch is popped over the netting on the right side for strike 1 off the bat of Diego Davis. Davis, a hit by pitch in the first inning and a pop out to M.D. Connor in the third. Third trip to the plate here for Diego. 0-1. This is that slow breaking ball popped up towards Connor again. M.D. Connor has been maybe the busiest man on defense tonight as he makes another catch. P3. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. These Pippins have not been able to adjust to the velocity of Stephen Ferguson. That was a 55-mile-an-hour breaking ball that came off the bat at 56 with a launch angle of 71 degrees. Parker Burt, 1 for 2, RBI double and a pop out. As pitch down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Five-4 ball game. Out of the windup, here comes Ferguson. 1-0 on the ground through the right side and into right field for a base hit. Parker Burt, 2 for 3 today, double and now a single. Brennan Aoki will have a man on with 1 out as the Pippins try to tie.
Brennan Aoki.
Aoki has popped out twice, once to M.D. Connor at first, once to Brady McKay at second. Parker not a candidate to steal a bag as this first pitch bends high and tight to Brennan Aoki, 1-0. Close contest to this point. Ferguson coming set at his letters, the 1-0, high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Pippins got 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. Pickles 1 in the first, 4 in the third. That's how we've arrived at the 5-4 score here in the top of the 5th inning. 2-0, breaking ball down and in. 3 balls and no strikes. Pippins trying to get 2 aboard. Tying runs at first. Go-ahead runs in the batter's box. Brennan Aoki. 3-0, needed a strike, got it. Ferguson finding the outer black, 3-1. Pippins on their longest losing streak of the season at 5. 3-1, breaking ball inside. That's ball 4. Brennan Aoki draws the walk. Parker to second, Brennan to first. Pippins have not been very patient against Stephen Ferguson. That is only the first walk he has issued. He has hit 3 batters. And now McGroarty going to go out and have a chat with Stephen Ferguson. Coach Hopple trying to get Ferguson through 5 innings, would qualify for a decision. Henry DeJesus heading out to the hill to break up the conversation. Henry strides back to his spot behind the dish. Pippins threatening here in the top half of the 5th. Yash Gupta was robbed of a hit in the 4th inning on a line drive out towards Joel Roberts. Has quite a load of real estate down the right field line, which is the opposite field for him. He tries to go that way as he gets it off the end of the bat, 0-1 into the screen on the right side. Yash Gupta struck out in the 1st, and then that hit that was robbed by Roberts in the 4th. Steven Ferguson twirling the ball in his left hand, now coming set in the glove. The 0-1, breaking ball on the ground, foul. Pass coach Crustangel in the third base coaching box. It's 0-2. Krusty almost made a stellar barehanded play. Joel Roberts going over there to help clean up the loose pearl. No balls, 2 strikes to Yash Gupta. Ferguson 1 strikeout to go along with his 1 walk. Check of the runners. 0-2. Breaking ball, line past Krusty again. This one much harder hit. Although I don't know how much harder hit, TrackMan didn't register it. That's odd. You don't normally see pitches in the zone that don't get registered. That's how much that Yash pulled that ball. Oh well. Parker at second. Brennan at first. 0-2, high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're good. How's it going? Pippins trying to at least tie the game here. Parker represents that tying run out at second base. 1-2. Popped up over on the right side again. McKay going back to shallow right. Infield fly was called by Kyle Sisk. So Yash was out no matter what. And there's 2 down here in the top half of the 5th. Max Workman 1 for 2 today with 1 of the 4 runs scored for Yakima Valley. Coming up on the halfway point in this ball game. 8:45 here in Portland. First pitch breaking ball. This drops below the knees. 1-0. Diego popped up to MD Connor to start the inning. Then Parker got a single. Brennan got a walk. And then the infield fly by Gupta. 2 down, 2 on. Ferguson brings home the 1-0. This is over top of the netting behind home plate. Into the seating area. It's 1-1. Last glimmer of sunlight out beyond the tree line here at Walker Stadium. Haze still definitely in the air. 1-1. Workman takes a strike on the inner black, and it's 1-2. Pippins down to their final strike here in the top half of the 5th. Ferguson trying to get through 5 innings and qualify for the decision. One-two. Breaking ball, line down the left field line. This is down. Late stop sign thrown up for Parker Burt. Rins the race back to the third base bag. So hard hit that Parker wasn't able to come around and score with 2 outs. Bases loaded on the second hit of the night by Max Workman. Oh man, that was another one that didn't register on the exit speed. Kind of wanted to know how hard Workman hit that one. Sounded like it came off the bat pretty good. Brandon Stone 0 for 2. First pitch off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Stone flew out to center field in the 2nd inning, popped out to Brady McKay in the 4th inning. Here in the 5th, trying to give the Pippins a tie or a lead. 1-0. Takes a strike at the top of the zone, 1-1. Ferguson up to 74 pitches now. Certainly his deepest outing. His previous long was 3 innings, trying to get through 5. 1-1. Brandon watches a breaking ball on the outer black. It's 1-2. Bags full of Pippins. Burt at third, Aoki at second, Workman at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ferguson going out of the windup here with the bags full. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Stone down the right field line. This is out of play. 1-2. Some fan over there in the right field berm ending up with a souvenir. Ferguson has the pitch he wants. 1-2. Downstairs, a breaking ball blocked by McGroarty. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Parker still leading the way over at third. 5-4 the score. Pivotal point in this game. Ferguson towards the end of his rope. 2-2. Brandon stings this out towards right field. Chilcutt drifting back a few steps in front of the track. He makes the catch, and the Pippins leave the bags loaded. Yakima Valley, no runs on a pair of hits. No errors by Portland, and 3 left on. Halfway home in the final game of the 2026 regular season, Portland 5, Yakima Valley 4 from Walker Stadium. This is Pippins Baseball.
Let's start right here in Portland. Our accident with the worst. We know how much the brought this afterwards. It's a bummer dealing with insurances. Why need medical care? Blah, blah. That's why the Pickles are proud to announce that's their chiropractic chiropractor of the Portland Pickles. They find locations within the art facilities to help treat even the venous symptoms of whiplash, ensuring a safe road to recovery, human involvement in car accident, or work-related injury. Visit Accident Care tonight. Let them help you. Get your stuff truck, Jeep, SUV, ATV, UTV out of Eddie Pickles. Turn to Warren Industries and its legendary widget signature out of Eddie situation. For nearly 80 years, Warren Industries has let you go prepared for adventure. For more info, visit Warren.com.
Bottom of inning number 5 here in the Rose City, Portland, Oregon. The Portland Pickles lead at 5-4 over the Yakima Valley Pippins. Nathaniel Carano out there for his 5th inning of work. 82 pitches to his name. Luis Castillo, Grafton Stroop, Joel Roberts are the 3 scheduled to hit as the first pitch breaking ball. This got the elbow guard of Luis Castillo for a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Castillo will reach for the 3rd time today. Single fielder's choice hit by pitch. Carano already working behind. As Grafton Stroop digs in, he struck out twice. Nate able to strand a Portland Pickle in the 4th. Only 5 runs given up to this point. Pippins have scored 4. Been kind of a back and forth battle in terms of momentum as the first pitch to Stroop is sent out towards deep left field. Workman going back onto the track, back against the wall. He drops it. Castillo running hard. The throw goes into 3rd, which means everybody will move up 2 bases. Luis Castillo at 3rd, Grafton Stroop out at 2nd. Looks like this hit off of the banner. The ball kind of disappears because the banner is white. So it's going to be a double for Grafton Stroop. We'll see if that stands. Infield going to come in. First pitch breaking ball. Check swing kept back by Joel Roberts. 1-0 the count. Roberts, the left fielder. All 4 Pippins infielders playing on the cut of the grass. 1-0, fastball hummed in for a strike. Diego drops it, but it's in front of the plate, so no advance from Castillo from over there at 3rd. Carano brings home the 1-1. Breaking ball downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Roberts 1 for 2 today. A single in the third, a ground out 2/3 in the second. Pippins trailing by 1. Portland threatening for a couple more. 2-1. Fastball hummed in on the outside part of the plate. 2-2. Seven hits apiece between the two teams. One error committed by Portland. Other than that, pretty similarly played game. 2-2 from Carano. High and tight got Joel Roberts on the elbow. Second hit by pitch here in the bottom half of the fifth by Carano. Bags are loaded. Nobody's out for the Pickles. And now the Pippins bullpen is going to be called upon as Coach Crustangel heads out to the hill. Nathaniel Carano works into the fifth inning but does not record an out. Astainate's last appearance on this summer, 4 innings, gives up 5 runs. What a season for Carano, the all-star for Yakima Valley. He will exit to a couple of firm handshakes and hugs by the Pippins bench players, and we'll get you information on the new Yakima Valley arm when we come back. Portland 5, Yakima Valley 4. This is Pippins baseball here in the bottom of the fifth.
Thanks for being here. Your picture in the middle that all ever moved in.
Still here in the bottom half of inning number 5 at Walker Stadium. New pitcher into the game for Yakima Valley, Oliver Wilday from Yakima Valley College. 2 seasons with the Pippins here in season number 2, 6 games, 13 innings, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, 16 hits, a 6.23 ERA. Opponents hitting .291 against Oliver Wilday. Coming in here in a jam, bases loaded for Portland. Tyson McGroarty, Brady McKay, and Masa Chilcutt, the 3 due up if nobody advances or is out on the base paths. McGroarty today 1 for 2, lined out to the pitcher's mound and had an RBI infield single in the 3rd inning. So Wilday, the right-hander, facing off against the right-handed catcher for Portland. First pitch catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Wilday last year with Yakima Valley, 15 innings in 10 games, had a 6.60 ERA. Opponents hit .308 off of him. So improving on the ERA, improving on the batting average against. 0-1, just a touch off the plate. Fastball from Wilday, 1-1. Good to see that from Oliver. Also reduced the walk number. Granted, 4 less outings, but only 4 walks to this point. 1-1. Line drive back up the middle, over the glove of Aoki and down into center field. Coming home to score, Luis Castillo. Everybody else moves up 90 feet for now. Davis catches the relay throw into the plate. 6-4 Portland as they plate their first run since the 3rd inning. Pickles seem to enjoy scoring in the odd innings here. Of course, that's fitting because Portland is, by their own designation, weird. There's a lot of signs around town saying keep Portland weird. So scoring in the odd innings in an odd town, that's fitting. There's Brady McKay, 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Oliver downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. So the runners now are Stroop at third, Roberts at second, and McGroarty at first. 2-run game now, and Stephen Ferguson with some insurance as the starting pitcher. We'll see if his night is done or if he gets to continue. 1-0 breaking ball downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Ferguson at 78 pitches. So likely at that time where Jim Hopple needs to make a decision. Carano responsible for the runners at second and third. Castillo scoring was his responsibility as well. 2-0, cracked on the ground out towards third. Gupta can't stop it. Into left field. Bobble by Workman, turning and coming home to score is Joel Roberts after Grafton Stroop had already touched the plate. 2 more runs come home to score for Portland. 8-4. It's a single out there in left that Brady McKay gets the RBI on, and then an E7 brings home the second run. Workman tried to catch, throw, and move all in the same motion. And so now Portland leads by 4. Only 1 RBI for McKay. Tyson McGroarty stands at second. Now here's the top of the order, Masa Chilcutt. First pitch upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Nathaniel Carano ends his night with 8 runs given up. Nobody out yet here in the bottom half of inning number 5. 1-0, breaking ball drops into Chilcutt, 1-1. Masa tonight, 1 for 3, ground out, single, pop out. Portland now 8 runs on 9 hits. 1-1. Breaking ball laced out towards right. Tyson playing back, catches it on a line. There's a very important first out here in the 5th inning. Cody Niedowitz will hit now with runners at first and second.
12. Cody Niedowitz.
For Nathaniel Carano tonight. 8 runs given up. First pitch from Wilde to Niedowitz is inside ball 1. 7 of the 8 runs were earned. There was an unearned run that came across. That was Joel Roberts. 1-0. There's a strike. Right on the inside black. 1-1 to Cody Niedowitz. There's a very ominous orange glow illuminating from beyond the tree line in the outfield. Very smoky here in Portland. 1-1 sent out towards deep left center field. Workman and Lamb going over. Lamb calling for it. Makes the catch on the run. Tagging at second. Trying to move up to third is McGroarty. The throw will be cut off. McGroarty returns back to second. Nobody advances on the fly out to Tommy Lamb in center. 2 down. Good play by Tommy.
Next up.
Brings up Elijah McNeil. He's 1 for 3 today. Wilde, deep breath. First pitch, breaking ball on the ground, foul past the third base bag. 0-1. It's kind of a neat glow, but certainly one that reminds you of the fact that we're dealing with poor air quality conditions. 0-1, high and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. The AQI when we started was 157. The closest monitor I have says 159 now, so technically has gotten worse. Whether 2 points on the AQI meter is a lot or a little, that's up to you. 1-1, lifted high on the infield over on the right side. Aoki settling, catching, and the out retires inning number 5. Wilday gives up a couple of hits, but then gets 3 set down in order. Portland scores 3 more times on 3 more hits. 5 innings in the books, 8 for the score. Pippins trail here at Walker Stadium. This is Pippins Baseball.
Big up for Angela. I don't put one here right up there. Give him a next countdown. 3, 2, 1. Go, Angela. Go. Go, Angela. Go. Oh, you're losing. Now you're losing. Uh-oh. Take it into gear, Angela. You can do it. Oh, now Dylan's stuck on you. Make it loud for Angela, everybody. Max effort. Here it comes. So there's a corgi dressed as a pickle right here in front of me, and I can't get over it. I don't know pickle that. I'm gonna get rid of that. Here, let me get rid of it. Come here. Here. This is nice.
Top of the 6th inning here at Walker Stadium.
For number 51.
He is from Clark College. His name is Caden Cruz. First outing for the Portland Pickles. Makes sense. He's from Clark. Hopple and Magdaleno, both coaches over the course of Portland Pickles' recent success, both spending time at Clark. And so Caden Cruz from right here in Portland making his debut against Cole French, Tyson Miller, and Tommy Lamb. First pitch upstairs, 1 ball and no strike. Stephen Ferguson goes 78 pitches through 5 innings with the lead, qualifying for the win if this game and this score holds. Cruz, a definite uptick in velocity as this 88-mile-an-hour fastball catches the top of the zone 1-1. Where Ferguson was sitting anywhere from 54 to 65, depending on the pitch, Cruz has gone back-to-back 88-mile-an-hour fastballs to the number 9 hitter, Cole French. 1-1, down and away. There's his first breaking ball, 2-1. French today, 1 for 1. A single, a hit by pitch. He's scored 2 of the Pippins' 4 runs. Cruz set at the belt, the right-handed arm, 2-1. In tight, 89 miles an hour from Cruz, 3-1. Cruz, his personal nickname on the Clark Penguins website says his name is Cruz Missile. 3-1 upstairs, ball 4. Cole French has been aboard all 3 times. Interesting. Two-way player. As a pitcher with Clark, he started 6 games, 1-2 on the season, 4.45 ERA and a save. Second team All-Region with Clark as a two-way. Tyson Miller, 2 for 3 today. Double, single, flyout. First pitch, high and away from Cruz. 1 ball, no strikes. So Jim Hopple bringing in a new arm here to keep the rest of his regulars ready for the playoffs, which start on Friday. Portland hosting game 1 of the 3-game series with the Ridgefield Raptors as the 1-0 misses outside 2-0. Technically, you can't say it's a 3-game series. It's a best-of-3 series. If one of the two teams takes the first 2 games, the series will be over, and whoever wins gets an extra off day. 2-0, line down the left field line, out of play, over towards the berm, bouncing over towards one of the trucks over there. 2-1. If it's a 3-game series, that means you're guaranteed 3 games. So the better term would be best of 3. Two balls, one strike to Tyson Miller. Cole French over at first. Breaking ball, high and away. 3 balls and a strike. Cruz struggling a little bit with the strike zone here in his debut with Portland. Taller right-hander, set at the belt. 3-1 pitch. High and away, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here in the top half of the 6th inning. And just like that, Yakima Valley sending the tying run to the on-deck circle as now Portland is going to make a quick visit out to the hill. Gives me a chance to go over some of the scores here in the West Coast League. Bottom of the 7th inning in Port Angeles. Hey, the lefties have scored. It's 14-2. Kelowna taking them down. Top of the 6th in Ridgefield. Corvallis trying to get a win going into the playoffs. 9-7. They lead it over Ridgefield. Top of the 6th. Top of the 8th inning in Salem. They have not called that game off yet. Thought there might be some concern they would. Berries lead at 7-1 over the Walla Walla Sweets. Top of the 9th. Edmonton trailing Bellingham 6-2. Top of the 7th in Nanaimo. Night Owls lead at 15-5 over the Kamloops North Paws. 2 games were canceled tonight. Bend at Springfield, Victoria at Wenatchee. We'll see if these cancellations for the Apple Sox affect how they start the playoffs. Baseball is such a game of routine and regularity. Tommy Lamb digs in. First pitch, he's swinging. He nubs it out towards short. McNeil on to second for 1. Relay to first. Not in time to get the speedy Tommy Lamb. So Tommy reaches on the fielder's choice. Cole moves up to third. Tyson's off the base paths. A lot of speed on the base path between those 3. Yeah. So the runners are at the corners. Diego Davis up hitting. I think the biggest example you can see of getting out of routine is the current MLB playoff format where the top 2 seeds get rest days. They get byes while everybody else plays. And teams that have been in those positions have really struggled historically since moving to the new format. First pitch swinging, popped up out towards shallow center field. Diego Davis will be out number 2 as the catch is made by Niedowitz in center. Not deep enough to bring home Cole French, who was tagging. Runner still at the corners and 2 down here in the top half of the 6th. I believe there was a stat that the higher seeded team, up until the Dodgers did what they did, had been bounced in the NLDS after the wild card series every time but once. And I believe that once was the Philadelphia Phillies. Could be wrong, but that is quite the reputation. First pitch to Parker. Strike right at the top of the zone. 0-1.
Your home ball. Go to the left field.
You also saw that in college football up until recently with the new expanded playoff. The teams that had gotten the byes did not win until Indiana got their first win this year. That was 2 years without a top-seeded team winning. 0-1, high and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, Indiana went on to win it all as I just knocked over one of the fans here in the press box. Whoops. 1-1. Parker loses the bat, heads up on top. Oh, it's stuck in the netting. Parker got the bat stuck in the netting. What do we do now? Parker has always had the bat ricochet off the netting and back into his hands. Now what? That's how aggressive of a swing Parker takes. I think he's just waiting for it to come down right now. He's going to go over to the dugout and ask for a new bat. You really can't play with it up there because if the ball ricochets off the bat, that could be a world of trouble. Somebody's got to go up and shake the netting really quick. That's new. I've not seen that in person. I've seen it at the MLB level, but not in person. Coach Crustangel shaking the netting, trying to rock it loose. Heads up down below. They still keep bouncing the net. I hope those people down below the netting move, just in case this bat comes flying. Parker's grabbed a new stick, and the Portland Pickles are going to supply him with some fresh sticky. This is nuts. I've never seen this before. I knocked over the fan again, by the way. There is a pair of cleats hanging down the right field line on the netting. So I guess that's just a decoration now here at Walker Stadium. It's going to stay up there. Mike Check's telling me there's a tree growing on the warning track out in center field as well. Welcome to Portland. So Parker is going to step in a 1-2 count with a new piece of lumber. 2 hits tonight for Parker. Maybe this is the one that he sends over the fence. That'd be sweet. 1-2. Fastball high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I have never seen that before in person. Parker Burt swinging so aggressively, he gets the bat stuck in the netting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. If I know anything about this place, Portland is going to turn that into some sort of meme or merchandise or something the next time Yakima Valley comes to town. Payoff pitch now to Burt. Wave and a miss, strike 3. The new stick does not help Parker, and the top half of the 6th is retired. No runs on no hits for Yakima Valley. No errors, and 2 runners left on the corners. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 8-4 Portland leads here at Walker Stadium. This is Pippins Baseball.
Start to get parts to the ground and locate underground utilities, Carolina.
Hey, Alex the bad boy, come out onto the field, will you? Where's Alex at? What's he doing? Somebody find Alex.
Encourage Alex the bat boy to get on the field, everybody.
This is Alex's 6th season as a bad boy, and tonight is the last game as a Portland Pickles bad boy. Let's hear it for Alex. Big part of the team. We love you, buddy. Curtain ball for Alex. Yeah, pick that ball up. Do your job while you're out there. Let's get everybody.
All right. Here we are 3 outs away from launch a ball. Someone got mad yesterday because we didn't tell them where launch a ball takes place.
Gee, people.
Left field foul ball, as it has been since 1984. We've always done launch a ball by the left field foul ball. So get over there right now.
The tennis ball was invented.
Only off the bottom of the 6th we report. Pickles. M.C. Counter.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Portland's Walker Stadium. Oliver Wilday back out to work against M.D. Connor, Luis Castillo, and Grafton Struve. First pitch catches the outer black. It's a strike 0-1 to M.D. Connor. Parker Burt's bat is still hanging in the netting on top of the Portland Pickles dugout, by the way. No balls, 1 strike. Slider upstairs. 1-1. I guess it's just going to stay there the rest of the season. Hopefully they get it down before the playoffs. I would be remiss. I would bet one of my paychecks on this that is going to get turned into some sort of meme or T-shirt or something later on down the road. Foul ball over on the left side, 1-2. Mike Checks and I both agreeing. I think that's the first time we've ever seen that in person. I've seen it at the major league level, but man, oh man, what a night. 1-2, outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eight 4 game. Pippins trailing. Bottom of the 6th, 2-2. Just missed low. Diego tried to steal the strike to count full. Will Day looking for his first strikeout. Gave up 2 hits in the 5th and then got 3 straight outs. Looking for a 4th. 3-2. Fouled straight back. Good changeup at the top of the zone. Count still full. 3-2. Parker leaving his mark here at Walker Stadium. Let's put it that way. 3-2 pitch from Will Day. Line down the right field line, off of the light pole and down towards the front row. That was right off of the pole that holds up these lights here. Ding. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Will Day deep breath. Here comes the payoff. Called strike 3. The ball is dropped. Diego going to throw down to first to complete it. MD Connor out number 1 here in the 6th. I'll bring up Luis Castillo, who has been on base all 3 times tonight. Oh. 2 hours into the contest here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Started at 7:18. It is 9:18. First pitch to Castillo. Breaking ball in tight. 1-0. Eight 4 score. Pickles leading the hit column as well. 9-7. 1-0. Bounced foul over towards the left side. This was off the base of the tall netting. This did not hit up against the netting that is currently supporting Parker Burt's bat. Will Day sticking the glove in his face, now down to his belt. Back turned, 1-1. Breaking ball downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm in the process of posting a video of the bat hanging in the net to my Twitter account, at Harmon Johnsen 5. I guess it's X now. 2-1. Just missed away to Castillo. 3-1. Luis reached on a single in the first, a fielder's choice in the third, and a hit by pitch in the 5th. Portland leads it by 4. Three-one. Breaking ball hung and lined out towards the left field berm. Foul. 3-2. Count full here to Castillo. Will Day was able to rally for a strikeout to get out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the payoff. Called strike 3 right over the heart of the plate. Castillo with a sarcastic swing as he was frozen on the changeup. 2 down. Here's Grafton Stroop. Stroop 2 strikeouts and a double tonight. He scored one of the Pickles' 8 runs. This game not out of reach if you're Yakima Valley. Pickles have had a couple of big innings. First pitch, strike right on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. 0-1 from Will Day. Breaking ball downstairs, 1-1. So deceptive to figure out how big the crowd actually is here at Walker Stadium. The seating area is not large, but the berm and the picnic tables everywhere in between, you can hide quite a few people here. 1-1, high and away, 2 balls and a strike. And of course, here in the press box, we don't have the greatest view of the entire crowd. The window is only so big, and there's a lot of us up here. Two balls, 1 strike. Here it comes from Wilday. Lined over the head of Aoki and down into right center field for a hit. Stroop with a big round around first, but he will stay put. 2-out single for Grafton Stroop, and the inning stays alive for Portland. That'll bring up Joel Roberts. Roberts today, 1 for 2, single, ground out, hit by pitch. Wilday checking on the runner at first. Now he sends the pitch high, 1-0. Approaching the late innings here in Portland. 1-0. Called strike, 1-1, top of the or bottom of the zone according to TrackMan.
Yes. Good job, Prince.
The umpire, the catcher, Diego Davis, in the way of my view, along with a synergy camera and a game camera. 1-1. Wave and a miss. A good breaking ball by Joel Robertson. He took a big aggressive swing. The backhand was the only hand left on the bat. He almost lost control of that one. Could you imagine if Joel Roberts had let go of the bat and knocked down the other one? He took a big hack. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes from Wilday. Popped up, very shallow right. Going back, Aoki still going. Makes the catch over his shoulder, Willie Mays style. Brennan Aoki ends the 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. 1 man left on by Portland. We go to the late innings for the final time in 2026. Yakima Valley trails 8-4 here at Walker Stadium. This is Pippins Baseball.
All right, got about 3. Oh, you guys will never make it. Sorry. Give up now. One throws ball. One throws ball. One throws ball. One throws ball. No, you're never going to make it, sir. Just give up now. One throws ball. 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 3, 2, 1. Good effort from the guy who didn't listen 20 minutes ago.
We'll tell you the results, let you know who won. That's how you play.
Close enough. You're sick. You're sick. Yes. No. Yeah. No.
Top of the 7th inning here at Portland's Walker Stadium. One final time in 2026. My name is Harmon Johnsen, your voice of the Yakima Valley Pippins. It's Brennan Aoki, Yash Gupta, and Max Workman due up against a new right-handed arm for Portland. Ethan Scott from Clark College, a native of Vancouver, Washington, comes in to pitch. And so a couple of Clark Penguins working here for Jim Hopple. Cruz goes 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And now Scott into the game in a 4-run contest. Yakima Valley trails it 8-4. Pippins wearing their blue tops, gray pants, light blue caps. Portland wearing green tops, white pants, and navy blue caps. Brennan Aoki 0 for 2. 2 pop outs and a walk. First pitch is down and away, ball 1.
Brennan Aoki.
1 ball, no strikes here to Brennan. Portland got a 5-inning start from Stephen Ferguson. He's in line for the decision. Cruz went 1 inning. Now Scott. Probably going to work 1, maybe 2 tonight. 1-0, high and away. 2 balls, no strikes. 18 pitches for Cruz. He walked the first 2 guys he saw, so.
Our game.
2-0. This misses downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Ethan Scott
Hey, everybody. Happy birthday.
heading to Clark College out of the class of 2025 at Heritage High School in Vancouver. Three-0 pitch from Scott. Backs away Aoki. This is ball 4. Second walk drawn by Brennan. Brings up Yash Gupta. Yash today 0 for 3. Strikeout, line out, infield fly. Hudson Freeze has grabbed a bat in the on-deck circle for Yakima Valley. That is Max Workman's spot. So Max's night going to be done. As this pitch misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes from Scott. That's 5 straight that have missed from the new right-hander. Max 2 for 3 tonight. A little surprised to see him pulled here, but he's also committed an error in the field. 1-0. There's the first strike for Scott. It's a foul ball off the inside hands of Gupta. 1-1. So we'll see if Huddy stays in the game in left or if the Pippins move some people around to put Hudson on the infield. Late innings are upon us here in Portland. 1-1 inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Pickles.
With the darkness, the only way you can tell the smoke still in the area is by the lights, and it's one of those almost as if it was raining. 2-1, missed downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. AQI at the closest monitor that I'm going off of says 160 now, up from 157. Scott set at the chest, the 3-1. There's a strike, middle, 3-2.
Strike. Let's face the goal.
Definitely has not been the most comfortable night at the ballpark. Four-run game, runner at first, nobody out. Payoff pitch. Gupta on the ground over towards third. Stroop going to go to second for 1. McKay backhanding, falling over, double play. Aoki out 5-4. Gupta out 5-4-3. That was not an easy play turned by Portland's infield. That'll bring up Hudson Freeze with 2 down. So Huddy getting action again late in the game in Portland. Hudson from Yakima. Pitch missing inside. 154 batting average for Freeze. "1-0. On away, 2 balls, no strikes. Max ends his day 2 for 3, couple of singles and a pop out. Hudson looking to get 1, maybe 2 at bats here in the late part of this game. 2-0, sent foul back to the screen, 2-1. Bases clear, 2 down. 2-1, high and away, 3 balls and a strike. Hudson looking to draw a walk and get a base runner on for Brandon Stone. So the Pippins use one of their 2 bench substitutions. Jackson Upton, the only man left besides the pitchers down in the dugout. 3-1. Hudson, downstairs, ball 4. So the 7 hole's been on 3 times today, twice by Workman, now once here by Freeze. Brandon Stone 0 for 3, looking to snap that on his line. Speaking of pitchers, Yakima Valley does have a couple of bodies standing up down in the bullpen. First pitch fouled off of Stone's foot, 0-1. I just saw Luis Castillo down in the Pickles dugout with a broom poking up towards the net. I wonder if maybe Castillo going to try to knock down that bat at some point. He was testing to see how long he could reach with the bat or with the broom to try to get the bat. 0-1, in tight to Brandon Stone, 1-1. I'm surprised we're continuing the game with the bat up there in the netting. What else are you going to do? Go stop the game, get a ladder, and bring it down? It's not hurting anybody yet. Keyword yet. 1-1 outside, 2 balls and a strike. I never did post the video of the bat hanging there. I'll have to do that here in between innings. Scott, chest wide open with his foot on the rubber. Now he sends it on to first. Hudson back in with a dive. Pretty good control there by Scott to be able to step off and turn and throw at the same time. 2-1. Strike on the top part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Portland now with 56 double plays after the 5-4-3 twin killing here in the 7th. Two from Scott. Called strike 3, a breaking ball on the outer half of the plate. And the Pippins are down with relative ease in the top half of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on. It's stretch time here at Walker Stadium. 1 final stretch in 2026. Pippins trail it 8-4. This is Pippins Baseball. Hey.
Castillo, Simon. 3 strikes, you're out at the old one. Yeah. The Pickle Nation, we love you. Final regular season home game of the year. Loyal Margaret's here for final game of the season. Thank you for being here, Margaret. Walker Stadium, we have a very special birthday. My friend Alyssa Smith,
Yeah.
or Smitty, as I call her, it's her birthday today. Not next week, not last week. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Alyssa. I love you, buddy. Yeah. And Francis is 60. Oh, it's good. It's good.
The winner of tonight's 50-50 raffle is ticket 000. No, I'm kidding. We're not ready for that.
Joe, there is a guy here who really wants to climb that pole and get that back.
Well, he's not allowed to.
I took him so.
Yeah. What is he doing?
He's a professional pole climber.
Is this him right here?
That's his job.
No, this guy can't do it. No. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying you shouldn't.
He's got a balloon sword.
It's not a challenge.
It's not a challenge.
Anyway, $496 to the 50-50 raffle winners. Have your tickets on standby. Lady off the line.
Bottom half of inning number 7 here at Walker Stadium. The Pippins trail 8-4. Tyson McGorty, Brady McKay, Masa Chilcutt due up here in the 7th against the new Pippins hurler. Wyatt Robinson from Roy Washington into the game. Will Day goes 2 innings. First pitch from Wyatt, 89 in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. So Will Day goes 36 pitches over the course of 2 innings. He gives up a grand total of 3 hits. No runs, though. Good outing by Oliver. Wyatt resetting. Count still 1-0. Picked up a pair of strikeouts as well, did Will Day. No walks. Pretty good outing for Oliver to end this season. Looks like Kyle Sisk is calling a pitch timer violation on Wyatt. Diego Davis is pleading the case for Wyatt to have that erased. The umpires getting together. Henry DeJesus, Kyle Sisk. Now, no pitch clock. The batter had called time. And now Jim Hopple heading over to Henry DeJesus to see why that was erased as a pitch timer violation. Catcher Davis and McGorty, both of them back there, they know the rules better than anybody, I would say, and they're having a little bit of discussion right now. McGorty certainly wasn't trying to make this any sort of trouble here. 8-4 the score. So Wyatt still in a 1-0 count here after spending the season at Olympic College. Pitch clock timer is on Tyson McGorty. Oh, okay. Henry DeJesus just said 1-1 to the press box. Here it comes. It's upstairs, ball 2. Wyatt pitching in his 17th game as a Yakima Valley Pippin. The last time out was not spectacular, though. That was down in Corvallis. Did not record an out. 2-1. Fastball hummed in at 90 miles an hour. 2-2. Against Corvallis, Wyatt gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, no outs. Trying to have a much cleaner outing tonight. 2-2 the count. This is only pitch number 4, though, for Robinson. Slider outside, 3-2. McGorty today, 2 singles and a line out to go along with 2 RBI. Wyatt set at the belt. Payoff pitch. Fastball late. Tyson McGorty strikes out swinging. 1 down for Wyatt. That was 91 from Robinson. Here comes Brady McKay. He's 1 for 3 tonight.
Brady, man.
First pitch, Wyatt hums a fastball in right over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Pippins in the eighth will have 9-1-2, French, Miller, and Lamb. Defensively for Yakima Valley, Miller moves to left. Hudson Freeze remains in the game. He's in right. Max Workman out of the contest. 0-1, breaking ball high and tight, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wow. 14 outs, all that's left in this game. Of course, right now we would only need 11 because the Pickles are leading. 1-1, caught the bottom of the zone, 1-2. 2026 Yakima Valley Pippins baseball starting to come to an end. Both teams with an error, both teams playing it out here on the final night of the regular season. This misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thought there was maybe an off chance that once this game became official, we would just call it quits to give Portland a chance to rest before the playoffs and the Pippins a chance to go home a little earlier, but we're going to play all 9 tonight. 2-2, breaking ball back to the screen. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's all right. It gives guys like Will Day, Robinson, probably John Witt one more time a chance to pitch in a Pippins uniform in 2026. I believe this summer I felt like flew by a lot faster than last year did for me. 2-2, top shelf, swing and a miss. 91 again for Wyatt Robinson. 2 down as we go back to the top of the Portland order. Masa Chilcutt.
Masa. God.
I got out to Yakima about a week before the season started. Got to see a couple of high school games at County Stadium. Then we got right to work. Opened at home against Walla Walla. Went on the road down to Springfield. We took off from there as this rides high and tight and got Chilcutt in the hands, it looked like. 91 miles an hour from Wyatt Robinson. That's usually scary when a batter wears one in off the hand or the arm. Fastball got away from Robinson in tight. Chilcutt slowly taking his base. Training staff heading out to talk with Masa Chilcutt. I don't think Jim Hopple is going to let Masa stay in this game. He had to touch first at least. He's got a couple of bench options, Kai Malt, Braden Reese. We'll see if he uses them. Well, Jim gets the thumbs up from the training staff. They're going through a wide range of tests right now. And Chilcutt exiting the game.
The winning ticket is
Chilcutt walking on the grass behind the pitcher's mound.
0 the last.
Very slowly. Wyatt saying, "My bad." Taps the glove to his chest.
Ravel. 0. That's there. You want a handful of
Kai Malt going to come in and run here. One of the 2 bench options for Jim Hopple in Portland. So Malt comes in to run here in the 7th. Chilcutt exiting with the hit by pitch on the hands. Hopefully he's all right. Can continue in the postseason for Portland.
Cody.
Here's a left-handed bat, Cody Niedowitz. Malt will likely stay in the outfield. Probably see Niedowitz go back to right, put Malt in center. First pitch, caught the bottom corner on the outside part of the plate to Cody Niedowitz, 0-1.
26 American dollars. Way to go, Darcy.
Wyatt stands clear over on the third base side of the rubber, so anything inside really gets inside to right-handers. This is a left-handed bat, Cody Niedowitz. 0-1 from Wyatt. Shot down the left field line. First chance for Tyson. He's not going to get there before it drops in the green grass. Malt stays at second. It's a 2-out single for Cody Niedowitz. Portland has him first and second, 2 away.
McNeil.
Here comes Elijah McNeil. 1 for 4 tonight. McNeil's single was in the third inning. He struck out, flown out, and popped out as well. First pitch brushes back Elijah McNeil, 1-0. 90 up near the tower of Elijah McNeil. Malt standing out at second, Niedowitz at first. 1-0. Fastball high and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Getting back to this season, the process of this year, and then Marion came to town. The Pippins were 3 games over 500 after 9 games. They were in first place. And then the back half of the first half kind of got away from the Pips. Second half started out strong. 2-0, fouled into the netting on the right side, 2-1. Pippins again got out to a fairly hot start. I think they were 6-3 to start the second half as well. And then a trip to Walla Walla where they got swept kind of started the downturn. Pippins only with 9 wins in the second half total. Wyatt looking back to second. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. Pippins suffered multiple 4-game losing streaks in that stretch. This losing streak is 5, trying to snap that on the final day of the regular season. Pippins have improved from last year. Last year, only 14 league wins, 21 this year. 3-1. Shot out towards right. First chance for Hudson. He's going to let it drop. Stopping at third is Malt. Freeze thought about laying out, but his first chance in the outfield, he plays it safe. Back-to-back 2-out singles, and now the bags are loaded for MD Connor. Connor today 0 for 2. Pop out and strikeout. He has walked twice. This is essentially the deciding factor in this game right now. 4-run contest. Pippins bat's not too far out of it right now, but any more runs come across, you feel like that task is even harder. And here comes a run. Connor hit on the elbow. Wyatt yanks one glove side to the left-handed bat.
Here we go.
A run's going to score. It's 9-4 now. MD Connor's going to stay in this game. This one got him a little bit softer part of the body. Brings up Luis Castillo. So there's that run that prevents a grand slam from tying the game. Portland leads it now 9-4 as Castillo takes 91 high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases still loaded for Portland, 2 down. Wyatt got back-to-back strikeouts to start the 7th inning. Then hit by pitch, single, hit by pitch. 1-0, heart of the plate, 1-1. Wyatt continues to use the fastball. That's his primary pitch. Does have the slider in his back pocket. But if I had to guess percentage-wise, it's probably 85-15 usage for Wyatt Robinson. 1-1, wave and a miss on an inside fastball. Castillo almost handcuffed himself. The count 1-2. Let's see if Wyatt can take advantage of that spot again. Bases loaded full of Pickles. 1-2 from Wyatt. Here it comes. Hat falls off. Went back and got 92 out of the tank, but it was high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The game's slowing down here in the late innings. Wyatt set at the belt, bases loaded, 2-2 with 2 outs. Wave and a miss, an inside fastball. Castillo again comes up empty. Wyatt Robinson strikes out the side, but he gives up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 Pickles left on base. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Pickles lead at 9-4. This is Pippins Baseball.
Sydney gets back in here. Round up. Sir. Sir. What? And when you're creating the best here in town, there's only one choice. It's on Stormbreaker Road. This one's here. It's a room with a gold refreshing Stormbreaker beer available everywhere throughout Walker Stadium. And guess what? 2 convenient locations in the Portland area is an area from a Stormbreaker Room. That fat's still there. Look at that thing. Portland Pickles, number 13, gone. Ah!
Top of the 8th inning here at Walker Stadium. New arm into the game for the Pickles. Dom Gonzalez throws a first pitch strike at the knees to Cole French, 0-1. Gonzalez from Fort Hays State, 10 innings, 7.20 ERA, 8 walks, 6 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .302 against the man who's 0-1 for the Portland Pickles in his 4th game. He's made 2 starts, 0-1. Downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike to Cole French. French has been aboard all 3 times today, hit by pitch, walk, and single. Gonzalez, another tall right-handed arm. Portland navigating 6 more outs. 1-1. Down and away, 2 balls and a strike. The Pippins bats coming up on their last trip through the order in all likelihood. Tyson Miller due up next after Cole French. Gonna need a couple of decent scoring innings to get back into this one. 9-4 is the score. 2-1 downstairs, 3 balls and a strike. These new Portland relievers have all struggled on the first batter. Cruz walked the first man he saw. Scott walked the first man he saw. And now Dom Gonzalez in danger of walking the first man he sees. 3-1 from Gonzalez. Wave and a miss. Fouled off, rather, by Cole French. The count full.
Don't sleep on Isaac, the ball boy, either, everybody. Let's hear it for Isaac.
French has plated 2 of the 4 runs scored by Yakima Valley tonight. Another good night by Cole French. Payoff pitch from Gonzalez. Popped up over on the right side, out of play.
Run gate.
Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez setting at the neckline. Payoff. Called strike 3. Cole French thought about pulling the trigger. He could not do it in time. Middle slider. 1 down here in the top half of the 8th. Tyson Miller, 2 for 3 today. 2 RBI single in the 4th, a double in the 1st, a fly out in the 2nd, and a walk in the 6th.
Miller.
5 outs left in Yakima Valley's offensive season. First pitch, caught the top of the zone, 0-1 the count. Tyson's been with Yakima Valley since day 1. Got to meet him a couple days before the season started. Glad to see he stuck it out, heading back to Cal State Bakersfield as this hit him on the front foot. 79-mile-an-hour slider that dove into the left-handed bat of Tyson Miller. 1 out, 1 man on. Tyson will jog down to first. That'll bring up Tommy Lamb, who's been on twice today. Lamb hit by pitch in a 3rd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th. Gonzalez takes a quick look over to first before coming set. Here comes the first offering to Tommy Lamb. It is high, ball 1. Lamb's 2 times he hasn't been on, a fly out to center field, a pop out to MD Connor at first. 1-0. Tommy off the end of the bat, over on the right side. 1-1.
Jeremiah, did you know Joanne is 74 today?
Happy birthday, Joe.
Yeah.
Pippins do have right-handed action up in their bullpen. Wyatt might be a 1 inning and done type of night for him. Tyson dancing over at first. He's back in standing on a throw by Dom Gonzalez. I believe Dom's brother was just added to the roster today for Portland. There's 2 Gonzalez's in the bullpen. One of them wearing 13, the other one wearing 14. 1-1 on the ground, past Grafton Stroop's outstretched glove. Tommy picks up his first hit of the night, 3rd time on base. A 1-out single for Lamb. Runners at first and second for Yakima Valley. Tying run still a few spots away, but if Diego Davis can continue the inning, Pippins will be able to bring him up to the on-deck circle. Davis 0 for 3 today. A couple of pop-outs to the first base bag, a fly out to center field, and a hit by pitch. Gonzalez fires in the first offering down low, 1-0. Portland 3rd in the West Coast League in batting average. They've showcased it during this series. As we just hit 10 o'clock here in the Rose City, Yakima Valley Pippins baseball live for the final time this summer. 1-0 misses down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, there's a... Well, maybe not. Looking online, there's no 14 Gonzalez. There was one on the lineup card, though. Tyson dancing off second, 2-0. This is popped up over behind the netting, but still in play. I say should be in play for the crowd here, not for us, not for the folks down on the field, but I guess that's a really complicated way to say that was strike one on a foul ball. Two one, out of play over on the right side again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Diego looking for his first hit tonight. Gonzalez brings home the 2-2. Shot through the right side. This is down for a base hit into right field. Stop sign on for Tyson over at third. The Pippins have the bases loaded for Parker Burt. One down. Parker can make this a 1-run game with 1 swing of the bat.
Parker Burt.
Burt 2 hits today. Single, double, pop out, strikeout. Brennan Aoki representing this game's tying run. He's in the on-deck circle. Gonzalez, inside ball 1, 85 from the fastball. Not to play on the name even more, but Gonzalez certainly in a pickle. 1-0 pitch to Parker. Fastball he got right off the top of the netting on the right side, 1-1. Tyson leads the way at third, Lamb at second, Diego Davis at first. 1-1. Parker in off the hands, fouled back to the screen, 1-2. Pickles have been really good with attendance here at Walker Stadium. One, two. Parker went down and couldn't come up with it. First base was occupied and the ball dropped. It results in a strikeout. Parker got a little greedy on a downstairs breaking ball. Brennan Aoki will step up with bases loaded, 2 outs. Aoki 2 walks, the 5th and the 7th innings. First pitch, a strike comes in on the outer half of the plate. 0-1. Tyson McGroarty looks like he got a little clump of dirt in his eye. Took the mask off. Maybe the mask snapped. No, definitely something in the eye. He's rubbing out his left eye with his left hand, which is the glove hand. Henry DeJesus cleaning off home plate. Pippins left the bases loaded in the 5th inning without scoring. Trying to avoid doing that here in the 8th. Breaking ball, 0-2 now as it swung on and missed by Brennan Aoki. 4 outs to play with in Yakima Valley's season, which will come to an end regardless of the result tonight. Dom Gonzalez has what he wants. 0-2 on the way. Missed upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, it's Tyson at third, Tommy at second, Diego at first. Brennan looking for a big hit here on the last day of the regular season. 1-2. Wave, foul tip, caught. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dom Gonzalez, and the Pippins leave the bases loaded. Gonzalez striking out the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on for the Pippins. Bottom 8 is next. 3 more outs for the Pippins to find on defense for 1 more trip to offense. The final game of the 2026 regular season winding down here at Walker Stadium.
And swing the case. What is going on around here? We drink my yeah, when I there's one of the shining out against the Lord.
Bottom half of inning number 8 here at Portland's Walker Stadium. It's 6, 7, and 8 due up. Grafton Troop, Joel Roberts, Tyson McGroarty against John Wick for the Yakima Valley Pippins. How fitting. John pitches on opening night. He's going to pitch on the final night of the regular season as well. John, the closer for Yakima Valley, has racked up 10 saves over the summer over the course of 23 innings, 20 strikeouts, 13 walks, a 6.26 ERA. Opponents hitting .258 against John Witt. So Grafton Stroop, 2 for 4 tonight. Likely the last 3 outs the Pippins will have defensively, unless they can make a 5-run comeback in the top half of the ninth. Not out of the picture, but certainly hard here at Walker Stadium. First pitch from John Witt, right at the top of the strike zone, 0-1 the count. John, a wonder boy from Arkansas Tech, native of Phoenix, Arizona. So good getting to know John. John, quite the intellectual. 0-1. Slider caught the bottom of the zone, 0-2. When we got to Portland the other day, John spent most of the time before we checked into the hotel reading a book about finance. He is a very smart pitcher, both on the hill and in other skills. 0-2 on the ground out towards second. Aoki falling backward, sets his feet, throws to first. Nice play by Brennan. 1 down in the 8th. So I told John when he was reading that book that when he makes his fortune, I better be one of his first phone calls. He was reading a book by some author that he has been following for a couple of books in that series about different approaches to making your money. John told me he's focused on passive income, which is the best kind of income. Income you're making while you are doing nothing. Joel Roberts sees a slider up at the top of the zone. 0-1, called a strike by Henry DeJesus. That obviously wasn't the pitch that Diego Davis wanted to call. It got a strike anyway, but he's going to go out with Henry DeJesus to have a quick chat with John about the signs. That's the best kind of cross-up, when you can get a strike on a cross-up. Hitting breaks up. Man, poor Gary. He keeps trying to confirm whether a visit's been had or not. The umpires aren't signaling up to him. The official scorer is sitting to my front right here in the press box. Stand up for yourself, man. 0-1, fastball cut on and missed at the bottom of the zone by Joel Roberts. 0-2.
Let go, let go.
John going out of the full windup here with one down, nobody on. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted out towards center field. Tommy out towards the right center gap. He's going to settle and put it away for out number 2. Tyson McGroarty. 2 for 4 tonight. The last batter that the Pippins hope to face defensively. McGroarty singled in the 3rd and the 5th. Out of the full windup, here comes John. First pitch fastball goes to the backstop through Diego Davis's glove, 1-0. Might have been another cross up there.
Nice hustle, Isaac. Way to go, buddy.
Pippins in the top half of the 9th. Yash Gupta, Hudson Freeze, Brandon Stone. A couple of local kids to help us wrap up 2026. 1-0 flown out towards shallow left center. Going back there, Stone over the shoulder makes the catch like Willie Mays. 1-2-3 inning pitched by John Witt. We go to the 9th. 3 outs, all that's left for Yakima Valley's offense in 2026. Join us next.
So good to me now. You make me wanna
Top of the 9th inning here at Walker Stadium. You can't be in Oregon without listening to the fine melodies of shout ricocheting through a ballpark. Of course, one of the traditions at the University of Oregon down in Eugene, but it's spread throughout the entire state and for the most part throughout the entire country. The Pippins on offense for what could be the final time here in 2026. Yash Gupta, Hudson Freeze, and Brandon Stone, 2 Yakima natives to help us close out 2026 due up here against a new pitcher for the Portland Pickles. This is a man that goes by the last name Miller. Getting a first name, that's Andrew Miller. First pitch, a strike, hummed in at 90 at the bottom of the strike zone to Yash Gupta. 0 for 4 today is Yash. Strikeout, lineout, infield fly, and a 5-4-3 double play he bounced into. Miller brings it outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The final line on Dom Gonzalez, 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts on 25 pitches.
Okay.
Miller set at the belt. 1-1 pitch. Sawed off out of play foul down the right field line. This is 1-2 now. Second season wrapping up here in Yakima. Could potentially be the last time I put on the headset as the voice of the Pippins. Future still unclear. 1-2, wave and a miss. Top shelf strike. Gupta down swinging. Here comes Hudson Freeze. Not because of any bad blood or anything. Let's get this clear. We're not going to part ways for anything bad unless Jordan decides he hates me one day. But I'm at that point in my life. I'm about to be a senior in college and time to go get a round the calendar job, not just summer baseball. So we'll see. But currently the plan not to return to Yakima and try to find a baseball job at the next level, which would be either full-time college or affiliated. Of course, the dream for me is Major League Baseball, and can't achieve that dream without biding your time in the minors. Hudson Freeze drew a walk back in the 7th inning. First pitch, watching a fastball at the knees, 0-1. Miller with a pretty good arm out there. The righty brings home the 0-1. Late on the swing is Hudson Freeze, and it's 0-2. Freeze from West Valley, which is the west part of Yakima. Man on deck, Brandon Stone, went to East Valley High School, which is the east side of Yakima. 0-2, Hudson swinging a miss, top shelf. And the Pippins down to their final out here in the 2026 regular season. How fitting is it that a local kid from Yakima could potentially be the final out? Pippins not getting the result they wanted. 9-4 the score. Would have loved to end the season on a high note like they started it. A win over Walla Walla 11-9 behind the heroics of Garen Guler. First pitch, fastball upstairs, 1-0. But as long as there's not 3 outs here in the top of the ninth, the Pippins are still alive. Yakima Valley was eliminated from playoff contention down in Corvallis, but to be in until the last week of the season, very much an improvement from last year. 1-0, breaking ball downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Pippins finishing the year on the road this year. They finished at home last year. It was an exciting walk-off bunt by Greg Luna. 2-0, high and tight, 3 balls and no strikes. Brandon Stone trying to get aboard to extend the game. Stone 0 for 4 today. 3-0. Automatic strike. 3-1. Stone playing shortstop for the last 15 or so games of the season. 3-1 from Miller. Strike on the inner block, and the Pippins down to their final strike in 2026. It all hinges here on this pitch from Andrew Miller. 9-4 ball game. Pippins in a full count. Miller on the way to Brandon Stone. Here it comes. Called strike 3. Miller strikes out the side, and the Pippins fall on the final day of the regular season by a score of 9-4. The game wraps up at 10:20 p.m. A total game time of 3 hours and 2 minutes. Portland will rest up tomorrow and get ready for their first game of the playoffs on Friday. The Pippins will head home tonight and then part ways tomorrow morning. And so the 2026 season has come to a close. With that, my second season as the broadcaster of the Yakima Valley Pippins My career in the West Coast League has spanned 2 summers, encompassing 17 broadcasts, and of the 117, 63 of them were at home at Yakima County Stadium, the rest here on the road. During my time with the Pippins, I've visited 11 different stadiums across the Pacific Northwest, including 2 in Canada. And this Nebraska boy got to explore a new part of the country, which I now consider a second home. More importantly, I got to tell the stories of more than 150 baseball players, most of them my age or younger, as they progress on with their baseball careers. Through 2 coaching staffs, I got to celebrate nearly 20 JUCO players moving on to the Division I level. My favorite part of it all, I got to share all that success with you, my listeners and viewers. Some for the first time, some, including my family, every night. The broadcaster is nothing without the audience to listen, and I hope I served you all as well as you treated me during my time here. So here's a thank you to Yakima Valley. No matter what the future holds for me, I'll always cherish my time here in the Pacific Northwest. Until our paths cross again, I'm Harmon Johnsen, signing off one final time in 2026, saying stay safe, have a wonderful offseason, God bless, and roll Pips.